fun football, but we're back again for another live. Pick up everyone, smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already, and welcome to Carefree Lewis G. We're here for another live preview, another Chelsea versus Leicester preview. Neil, I like your club, but I'm also personally sick of your club as well. Like you are about to go 3-0 against us. I can't be fucking asked about it. I'm really trying to find
the majority of seasons, mate. This is the reverse majority of seasons. So finally, we get a little bit of payback.
Payback for what?
Just generally, when you've beaten us over the years, like twice in a season, we get a little bit of chance to get 2 in a row, and then you complain and whinging like babies.
Yeah, I'm still salty about it. I can't lie, but it's more because the whole week in general has been shit. Between this, the fucking Super Cup, no, not the Super Cup, your Champions League final, fucking Alisson in the
Liverpool,
96th minute. When does this bullshit ever happen except to us? The Arsenal game, like this entire week stinks. But you know what? It's a new week. Let's hope for a new Chelsea, I guess, because if it is the same old Chelsea, we are fucked, man. But big up everyone who's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already. Seeing as you're going to be the only positive guy when I ask this, Neil, how's your weekend been, mate?
It still feels like the weekend. It's been a mad one in a good way, but yeah, it's still can't believe it happened. Really, I just keep watching the replays and about bursting into tears every 5 minutes. Just there's so many. I think we were saying before on Friday because on Shameless it was like there's so many subplots. Like shit. Yeah, well, this is what you get. This is payback.
That's legit payback. To be honest, if we're talking about fucking European Super League, we did that to ourselves.
Yeah. So yeah, but the majority, honestly, it's just been madness. Just there's so many little stories along the line, and there's still a job to do because Brendan Rodgers is a good manager, and he will expect us to get top 4. Like we'll probably get onto it in a bit, but they were back in training on Sunday. I don't think it's going to be a heavy training session, but their mentality was right. Now we've done that, we have to go and get top 4, and we're in a good position to do so. But obviously, against you guys, I don't really know who's going to turn up. So you guys can definitely enlighten me on that one and what the situation is at Chelsea, because I just know the situation at Leicester at the moment.
God knows. With us, I just know Christensen and Kovacic are back, but my thing ain't even that. My thing is the front three, because you lot are in the best position out of all of us. Like we said earlier on before we went live, there's only 3 points that separate 3rd from 5th place, but you guys are 3rd place. You lot only really need a win to guarantee top 4, if I'm correct.
I think we need yes, I think that's the case. If we get 3 points, and we're looking,
if you get 69 points, Liverpool can't catch up to you. Actually, goal difference is really tight between the 3 of us.
Yeah,
we're on 22. Leicester and Liverpool are on 21. So there really isn't a lot in this.
Yeah, there's nothing. I don't know what the plan would be, because obviously our players are in a different position. But I think, do you know what, mate?
Danny, I will block you, bruv. You waste, man. I'll pull up with your shit every stream. I will block you if you drop AC slander. Now we're going.
But I don't know exactly what's going to happen, because it's such a short turnaround. You guys should have the players because of the squad that you've got. But, you've seen with Leicester, anything's possible. So I'm not writing anything off for this game, but I just don't even know what's going to happen.
This is the thing. I'm not really that sure either, because my whole thing was the mentality going into both games. And I said, whoever loses the cup final probably goes into the next game with a massive mental block that they need to get revenge on the other team for what happened. And that's usually happened whenever teams face each other a few days after a big cup final match a couple of days before. But now there's a question about the mentality at Chelsea and the mentality of the players. So now I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, are you man even going to turn up? Because we have thrown top 4 away the last 2 games. And if we drop any more points, it's guaranteed, in my opinion, that we aren't going to get. Like Burnley v Liverpool is going to be hard, but I still expect Liverpool to go in there and get the 3 points. What, they're going to have like 2,000 Burnley fans that's going to make the difference between both clubs? I don't think so. I think it's going to be tough for them to break down regardless. but I still think Liverpool are going to have enough to see them off. And then the Crystal Palace game at home is just going to be the Crystal Palace game at home.
You
So
say that
we have to do our own job.
West Brom nearly did it. I know, like they did till last minute and whatever.
Well,
but yeah, mate. You need to catch up to like single digits, mate. I think you've got to, and then we can talk. But you can see. We'll see what happens.
Get a CL, bro. Get a CL, Bavs, man. Get a CL.
Yeah.
We'll only do Europa League if you can qualify for it this season, isn't it?
Conference, isn't it? Actually, they're on track for Conference League. Ninth place, 55.
They'll have a trophy parade for it and everything. I am sure of it.
Oh, I'm dying already.
Big up the official Y1B. I can't pronounce that, but saying big up the panel. Also, congrats to Neil for the FA Cup. Yeah, on a level. I've said it before. I'll say it again. Congratulations. Anyway, if it had to be any team in the top 10, at least it was you lot. Like, that's the bare minimum of a positive I can see of it. Your fans were really gracious in victory as well. Like, the whole way back to Wembley was just me and my mate going up with about 1,000, 2,000 Leicester fans going past us. None of them were dickheads. None of them were dickheads about it. Like, we just all speaking about the game and it was calm. Congratulated them. They were like commiserations to us. It was all calm.
I tell you what, we've got obviously there's idiots all across the fan base, but like every single fan base, but we do, again, the people that have got in are the people that have been loyal to that team for years and years and have gone and saw absolute heartbreak. And a lot of them, I'm not going to lie, are just going to be emotionally exhausted like I was. When I went down to the ground, I left it all. And then I think when I joined your stream afterwards, it was just like, oh, we're dead now. Not in a bad way, but just kind of like, I'm just emotionally done just because of just watching that match. And after they scored, it was just like 20 more minutes. Just hold on. Then the VAR goal goes in, and then that's cancelled off. And then I'm just like, I was about tears all the way through. But yeah, it's literally down to the wire. If we get top 4, that would be an insane season, and hopefully that puts a lot of not very good pundits saying that Brendan Rodgers and Leicester City a bottle job club to bed, because that narrative's been going on too long, and you can't really say
that's
that.
Done now. You got won the FA Cup. That's over.
Yeah. So that's one thing as well, because it's easy to say, oh yeah, this, that, and the other when Leicester aren't winning. But again, we've won an FA Cup. We should be in the most of that. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, just on to this game. I mean, literally, I'm rolling a dice to see what happens. I can see that Leicester might, I don't know, because normally a manager would go, right, if we're in this situation, just back up, hit a 0-0 and sit back. But Brendan Rodgers is going to go, no, if you guys want Champions League, we're going to go get Champions League, and we're going to come at you at your ground. And we are much better away from home. We're much better away than we are at home.
Come out?
I think so.
Because I feel like the incentive's more on us to come out. So with that in mind, and and everyone knows how shit we are against park buses too. It's not even the case that you lot could go out as just to show us exactly what you guys are made of. It's not even that. It's like, if you want to manage the game correctly, I would sit back. But we can't handle a park bus to save our fucking lives. Just pass it around the midfield third all game. Miss a couple chances. Probably Vardy goes up the other end and bangs one in because we probably start Kepa again.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Just because of the 4 days, when we play twice a week with the same team, we don't really have a lot of squad to really go back to. So at the moment, I don't exactly know what.
How does it feel to always lose in Europe when it matters? How about
do you want to join as well, man? Because this slander.
Yeah, you know what? I will throw you the link if you want to jump on, because I want to hear all the bullshit you want to say too, innit?
But
also, plus then I can set Johnny on you.
Yeah, we'll have fireworks, man.
Nigga said Johnny on you. He's like a guard dog.
Yeah, man. Johnny's relentless. He will not win against Johnny. I'm sure of that.
But yeah, anything can happen in this game, in my opinion. But Brendan Rodgers, even though we might sit back I think we might sit back in the beginning, play it by ear, and then afterwards we might come back out you. I don't think it's going to be as intensive as it was for the final, but it was, to be fair, the first 45 were pretty crap. And to be fair, but then we started to build into the game, I think, for both sides. But in general, I mean, I'm still not over the FA Cup result. I'm still right on the high of that. I've kind of forgot that there's a game tomorrow, to be honest. And we've been trying to do content, but I've just been too emotionally drained, and also my voice has gone. So I'm like, crap, I want to do content.
Right now. This is the only thing getting me through this stream.
Lemon and honey and water.
When that VAR decision got overturned, as well as my head.
What was the atmosphere like at the ground? Because obviously you were at the ground yesterday, and I didn't.
Man,
manage to go.
everyone says we were shit, and I'm like, what do you mean we were shit? They probably just didn't have enough mics around us, like they always do, trying to make us look quiet. Because I know these media companies, they come with their little narrative, like, oh, Leicester City are the underdogs going into this game. It's their first FA Cup final in 50 years, and we want to see them topple this big money-hungry giant in Chelsea. And they got their story as well. Again, this ain't even me being salty. Like, fair play to you lot for the victory and everything like that. But it's clear that they wanted it too. It's clear that it was the better story as well. They made you lot sound so much louder. Really and truly, I barely heard you, man, the first half. Second half, you lot were louder than us. Like, I'm not even going to try sugarcoat it. You lot had more incentive to be louder than us too. First half, though, definitely neck and neck. Because I'm sure Leicester fans will say the same thing, where they're like, they were loud all game and they barely heard us. And that's probably just the dynamic when you're in grounds anyway. Like, you barely really hear them unless you're right next to the opposition. But I barely heard you, man, first half. Like, we were loud, at least in the first half.
Fair enough. I can't say anything because I wasn't there, so I don't really know. So what I've heard is that we were good, but again, it's a lot of it was just shock. I think for Leicester fans, we weren't getting behind because a lot of the fans have just waited for that moment for so long. You know,
the limbs were ridiculous at 1-0. Like from the other side of Wembley, it was mad. But at that point, I was like, "Yeah, game's done."
Even just after celebrations where the owner was going around the pitch and people throwing the scarves and stuff that he's bought for them at him to say, like in appreciation. Just the whole thing, even afterwards, was madness. And
Leicester City is a nice story. Like if it wasn't us, I'd be sitting there like, this is amazing. Like I'm seeing Leicester City after everything that with Fika and everything, and you guys are still moving up to the top. You just had to fucking dunk on us. That was the only thing. You can't be asked.
It is what it is. I've just seen as well that it was a handball. I mean, it came off his knee and onto his hand. So technically, that's not a handball, even though I agree that, like...
it was a shocking pass from Reece James anyway.
Can I answer to that, though? Because I think in VAR rules, if it hits the hand still, and it goes into an attack and they score, it should get put back into a spot in VAR rule, but I don't know VAR no more. So... But I'm not going to make that as the main excuse. Yeah, it's not consistent. That's what my problem is. So I don't know.
Yeah, VAR is just whatever Chelsea don't want at this point. You know, it's fact as well. We were speaking about mentality as well. Johnny, I want to come to you as well. How do you feel the Chelsea players are going to approach this sort of game? And do you think they're going to come into this game with the right mentality? Because with the pressure on right now, we're falling apart.
Well, there's no time to have any complacency. If you don't bring the mentality, then like just go. Don't even bother stepping on the pitch, because at the end of the day, you've bottled it now. 2 finals under 2 different managers, one being more experienced than the other, clearly. Tomorrow's game is a must-win for Chelsea. I think Leicester, they'll overachieve and just progress from last season. Fair play. But for Chelsea, it's a must-win game. We have to make top 4 regardless. I don't want to go into the Champions League final having to depend on, we have to win or we don't get Champions League football next year. I don't want to go. I want to go into that game without that on our shoulders because we've got enough as it is.
I know, but do you think we will? Because it's a case where one draw fucks us, and I'm not confident in us anymore to beat both Leicester City and Aston Villa. Like we have the team that's capable of it, but we're clearly brain dead in the final third.
Yeah. The final third, I'm sick of it. Like I don't know. Something's got to change. I mean, Tuchel tweaks it everywhere else, but the final third, there's no consistency. I've said it all season. You know me. If you're not playing the same front 3, how are they supposed to build a relationship and any sort of chemistry? It's just not going to happen. So for me, you
so
play your best team.
Are you playing the same front 3?
I'm playing Mount. I'm playing.
That comes with it. I already know that.
Well, what I'm saying is everyone's come at Mount, as you know, but like I blame Tuchel for taking him out of the City game, and I don't mean taking him out to play him for the 90 minutes of the City game. What I mean by that is, from the player's perspective, when you're on form and you've got momentum, and you're completely left at home, there's no travelling with the team. There's no just preparing for the game, being part of the squad, coming on for even if it's for 5 minutes. That still keeps your momentum. You know what I'm saying? But taking him out completely and not having him part of that great win, I just felt damaged Mason Mount more than the
Really?
team. Yeah, I do.
In what sense? Because to me, it's like he got a rest.
No, it's not a rest, man. Look? The way I said it, I've said it before. These are games right now. There's no time to rest players. If they get injured, so be it. But you've got to play your strongest team every game. We've only got
But what would you say then if Mason Mount got injured against Arsenal after playing the City game?
Yeah.
Listen, it's all ifs and buts, but it's not happened. And I know Mount is a very durable player. Like, he's been hacked this season, and he's been good. He's been cool, and I get it. Tuchel's man managing. I get it. I understand it, but all I'm saying is put him in, keep him in the squad, and even if he's on the bench, he's part of it. It's still momentum. Either way you look at it, you got to look at it from outside football terms as well. I'm not just saying it like if he's not on the pitch that you know what I mean. He's got to play the whole 90 minutes. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you're taking him out of the game completely. He's staying at home. It's a weird feeling for Mason Mount because he's not had that. And I get it. I get why Tuchel's giving it to him, but it's too big of the importance of this part of the season is too big to do that for me. I think even if you just have him on the bench, so that's what I'd say. Mentality-wise, everyone's to blame for mentality. I mean, I back Money Mace. Listen, Schmeichel came out with an absolute worldie of a save. Let's have it right. That should have been 1-1. If it goes 1-1,
typical.
It's a different game.
Been doing it all season.
I mean, he's a quality keeper, but every keeper has a worldie save against us.
In that game.
Can I talk about rotation?
That's happened to every team this season.
I know. I'm in depression mode. Allow me, innit? Like, we're about to drop top 4. I can't be asked. And the final week of the season as well.
Welcome. This is us last week. You'll get called bottle jobs for the rest of the time.
Yo,
Yeah.
we will be
You shouldn't be though.
You know what? We have
I
to
never call
firm it
Leicester
too
bottle
if that
jobs.
happens. One sec. Big up O-Break as well, saying if that handball happens in the box, fans want penalties. Yeah, I get people are more sensitive in the box, but as well, we weren't good enough. Like, we weren't good enough to even try hold anything in that game. Like, anyone really is going to talk about the VAR decision, as annoying as the VAR decision is as well, because it's fucking millimeters, and we don't bring millimeters into football, but we have now. So we're stuck with this L. It is what it is.
The problem isn't millimeters. The problem is because it's either onside or offside. The problem is the opposite. It's the inconsistency with it, and the fact that some decisions get given and some don't. Like, what was it? I can't remember who it was. It was a recent one where it was like was it the West Ham game where it was like there was a non-tackle and it was a red card, and the same thing happened on the other end and it's not even a yellow. You're like, well, where's the consistency? At least if both get sent off, you're like, yeah, that's stupid. They both shouldn't have been sent off, but at least it's equal. That's the main problem with VAR.
The problem is, Neil, there's no. We were always moaning about consistency of refs, and now we've got a double whammy with VAR as well.
Exactly.
So it's like you got it coming at two different directions. Where are we going to get fucked over? Let's have it right, because it can work in your favour. Don't get me wrong, but the majority of the time it doesn't. There's always something there's always a talking point with VAR. Especially, like, there's been countless decisions where they've not even questioned it. It's like a blatant pen or a blatant red card, and no one's come out from Stockley Park and actually, committed to looking at it or getting hold of the ref. So we've got all that. So we've got it in both ways. We've got a horrible referee tomorrow night. Let's have it right.
Yeah, we got Mike Dean. Can't wait.
He's a waste man. So
at least it's
I'm
not
expecting
Taylor
fanboy through and through.
What was that?
He's the Tottenham fanboy, isn't he?
Yeah, so we know exactly how this game's going. He probably still thinks his club has a hope.
Can I quickly just say something about rotating when Johnny's on about like Tuchel rotating like Mason Mount? Like,
go for it, man.
I was gonna say, like, even like you say, like Tuchel does rotate. I think top managers do that when you have a squad. Like, you see Pep, he rotates a lot too, and he left out Kevin De Bruyne as well. I just think it happens regardless. Whoever they are, like, obviously Kevin De Bruyne is a bigger name than Mason Mount, and he gets dropped out. I just feel like it just happens, and you just got to deal with it and move on with it. Like I just feel like it's not a big,
that, Chris.
It's not a big thing.
I get that, but we haven't got Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, Mahrez. We haven't got Gundogan. We've only got Mount. Mount is the only baller stepping up for our club this season, and that's the problem. If you take Mason Mount out, right, and you haven't even got Kovacic, we miss Kovacic badly. Like I want to make that clear. We do generally miss Kovacic.
But that's down to mentality, not player quality. Each of them players has the ability to step up, in my opinion.
It's both. It's both. But the bottom line is the final third has been poor all season. No one has taken it by the scruff of the neck. Not even a tiny bit. Not even like Mason Mount's our top goal scorer. He's 22 years old. We've got Ziyech, we've got Pulisic, we've got Werner, we've got Havertz, we've got Giroud, Tammy. Like, I've named you 6 players there. Where are their goals? Where's their excellent forward line play? Like, I get it. Werner's contributed probably the most. Havertz has dipped in. Pulisic has come in halfway through the season. Ziyech, for me, is just, he's come out of some clutch moments. That's it. But then he's gone. He's disappeared. So that's the problem. There's too much inconsistency. And that is why we're suffering. It's not all mentality. It's also we're not taking chances. We're not creating enough. We're not taking games by the scruff of the neck. We haven't got a backbone like we did when we won Champions League and we were winning titles. We don't have the Czech,
we don't have leaders.
Terry, Lampard, and Drogba. That whole backbone, we don't have it. We've got Mendy, fair play. Arguably, you could say you've got Thiago Silva and Aspie. Yeah, Rudiger's contributing, and then in the middle. Like Mount, we're relying on a 22-year-old Mount. Okay? And up front, we ain't got no one. So
can I just say something?
We're light up front.
Yes,
can I say something? Look, Johnny.
Yeah,
right,
go on,
I've got love for you, man, yeah?
Yeah.
I've got love for you. Right, I'm going to settle something I've been thinking about a few days and I need to get off my chest, right? You got... The reason why we ain't the same as 2012 is because the simple fact is experience. 2012, majority of the team was experienced players. You never had youngsters in the team, experienced players. We've got youngsters in this team, and then we've only got a couple of people experienced. The thing is, what I want to say to you, right? I love Mason Mount as much as you do. Not as much, probably, but I still love Mason Mount. But you said about him on Saturday. Now, Mason Mount, if he is, as we put him as a Messi, Ronaldo, all that for Ballon d'Or sort of player, he's that sort of player. No matter what, he should have still been able to dig us out of the game on Saturday if he was that good. Because he would be... Let me finish, because he would have been getting us out of a situation without a doubt. Even on his worst day, he's still got us to win, right? Because he's been that sort of good player. I'm not saying he can't be there. I'm not saying that. But at the moment, he's not there. And everyone on that game on Saturday, there's not one player deserves to say he was good enough for us at all. Leicester generally was a better side for us because they did the right things at the right time. And then let's be honest, Tielemans, not just because he scored a goal, but in general, was leaps and bounds with every player on that field. He showed why he's as good as he is, and he's tipped to be one of the best players in the Premier League. Because he is damn good.
Do you know what? I agree with you, Wayne. I genuinely agree with you, mate. Like, in the sense that we can't, I've been saying you can't rely on Mount. He's 22 years old, he's still developing. He's played a lot of games. He's played more games than Lampard at the same age coming to Chelsea. So, I get all that, but no one else is chipping in. When I watched the game back, the little clips, right? Every time Mount was going to get the ball, he had like 2-3 players around him. There was no one else trying to progress it from the midfield. So he was having to come back and try and progress and make things happen. He was doing a lot of work for us in the middle. But the problem is we can't...
Because we're clueless, Johnny. Because we're clueless.
Well, he can't do it all on his own, is what I'm saying. And when you're... Like, he was our best bet of getting out an equaliser. He almost did, all right? And I generally think if we got the equaliser, the belief comes, the mentality comes and all that. It didn't quite happen like we saw with the Chilwell goal. But what I mean is everyone else in the front three who had the opportunity to step up in a cup final didn't. And they're not just young players. They're not just young players. So I get all that. We're not supposed to. We haven't got the experience. But unfortunately, Mount is too good of a player for us this season to leave out or criticise too harshly. Because at the end of the day, there are everyone else that played in that game.
Do you know what the problem is, Johnny, on Saturday's game? There's no creativity. Like,
yeah, of course.
I look at that game.
I agree.
I look at that game like Kovacic. If Kovacic is playing that match, it could have been a lot different in that game, Johnny.
He would have progressed it, Fat, is what I'm saying. Whereas Mount could stay a bit further up and properly link the attack. But Kovacic is our progressor in that midfield. Jorginho don't do it. Kante can do it in European games, but against a Leicester who press very well and they pack the midfield, you know, they were cautious. Leicester, they knew they had their game plan, and really we fell into it. At the end of the day, it was just, you know, they're always going to win it. I had a feeling from the start of the game. I ain't going to lie, but I'd take this loss and win the Champions League all day long if this is the case. And if we go and lose the Champions League as well, so be it. They all need to learn from it, and Tuchel as well, you know. And on top of that, I blame the board as well. And the reason I blame the board is for this simple reason: you're giving information to the media to talk about offering Tuchel or in talks about with Tuchel of a new contract. I don't want to hear that. Don't do Manchester United with Ollie, yeah, because we all know how that ended. So the bottom line is, don't entertain that. Do it at the end of the season. Let us cross the line. Let us at least try and win something. Let him feel that pressure, because it's that pressure and that motivation for Tuchel that means that it's just like a must-win mentality. Like when he first came in, there's no chance, no time to just be complacent.
Well, do you feel like Tuchel hasn't been feeling the pressure recently?
I feel like the fact that he's done so well and the board are so impressed and they're talking about extending his contract, whether you like it or not, subconsciously, in Tuchel's mind, you feel a little bit more relaxed. I'm not saying that's the main issue.
But I feel like, because he knew coming into the job that his job could be up for grabs at any point. He said that's what led him to take the job after initially saying no.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't feel like he would still be in the position of, yeah, they want to extend my contract. I'm good. I'm chill and everything. Nah, like, we still got top 4 we need to get. Like, if that was the case, we wouldn't have lost 5-2 to West Brom, would we?
Yeah, but he's still got the job to do. He's still got the job to do, was what I'm saying.
The thing is, you've got to understand with him as well, is he came in and said it, Chelsea is a winning side and they win trophies.
Yeah.
And he knows that that's what we are. We're a trophy winning club. And we didn't win in that final. Now, he's going to take up responsibility and say, look, I failed because I didn't win that trophy. I should have won that trophy.
Yeah,
and he doesn't get the job if you come down to the Champions League final, loses that as well. He's not got it over the summer.
No, Tuchel will keep his job.
If he loses the Champions League final?
There's no way we sack Tuchel if we lose the Champions League final.
I don't agree.
Johnny said the trophies, no?
No,
I agree with brought on an 18-month contract, did an excellent job, and I'm saying he's been let down by the players. I don't think it's on confidence in. The players he's given confidence in have let him down. That's the way I see it.
No,
he trusted Kurt Zouma for the fucking Arsenal game, and he moved like a clown. He trusted Kepa, which, to be honest, is the only real mistake I would say from Tuchel in a cup final, putting Kepa in there. Because clearly, fucking Tielemans saying he got a text from his mate saying aim for the top corners.
Yeah, it's ball. You know what?
Let me know. Because people just say it's agenda. I don't even want to start.
If he fails, listen. If Tuchel comes in right and he's lost both finals.
So what you're saying? Tuchel himself would have failed. And not the team.
Yeah, well, no. What I would say is, of course the team have failed, but the team have overachieved. Let's have it right. Our players as a whole, our team as a whole, is not ready to compete at the highest level. I've said it from the start
our team's
of the season.
What was your aims for the start of the season?
My aim was just to get top 4 and maybe win an FA Cup. All right?
I thought you said you predicted us win the Champions League.
I did. With Lamps, when the season started, I had a gut feeling, so I went with my gut feeling. Doesn't mean that we're going to achieve that, But obviously, we've come in, and Tuchel's coming in. He's got
No,
us
no,
there. It's
I'm not saying you outright thought we're gonna go win the Champions League.
Nah.
No, but if you
I
have
had
a gut
feeling,
feeling
and that's what
about
I
it,
went with.
obviously, then in that case, you're implying that the team is strong enough that they can do it.
Right. What I'm implying is, in a cup competition, yes, potentially, because we've got quality. Let's have it right. But
So who do you?
in terms of consistency for the Premiership, hell no, no.
So who did the team look to? Like, for example, I can name our players that would go right because again, we've got a young squad. It'll be interesting to see the average age because of the players that played in that match, even the starting 11s. That I think that potentially we have a younger starting 11 than you guys in terms of player for player. But it's, for example, I know the leaders in that squad: Johnny Evans, even though Kasper Schmeichel, Jamie Vardy, Mark Albrighton to a certain extent, Christian Fuchs. These guys are our leaders, and they go, right, this is how we play, this is how we're going to get together. Even when he came off for 30 minutes, the fact that the team still rallied together and they pulled together and performed, even though we have our goalkeeper and, say, Jamie Vardy were the only two real leaders in that position. So who does Chelsea look towards? Because I can tell you Leicester's, but I couldn't. You look towards Mount, but he's not. He needs to be. He's still an apprentice to a certain extent.
There's your answer, bro.
He's relied upon too much.
Nobody.
And have you heard what Tuchel's come out and said about Mount? It's phenomenal.
Why do you think our top goal scorers in the league is a man who hasn't played in 4 months and a man who only takes penalties?
Yeah, fair play.
You got no one to look to. We have the most goal scorers in the league because you have nobody to look to. Someone will just pop up with a goal sooner or later.
I think
until then, it's just clown shoes in front of goal.
Our average age is about, probably, I'd say about 24.
No, 22.
Is it 22? All right, there you go. It's a very young side, but we've got experience in there. Like, if you're going into the Champions League final, okay, the players I'm looking at, the big players I'm looking at is Thiago Silva, Azpilicueta, and Kante. Now, depending on who's in the front line, if Ziyech plays, I'm looking straight to Ziyech. He's a 28-year-old international experienced player. He's played in Champions League semi-finals. He's I'm looking to him. If I'm not looking at Werner as such or Havertz, they're still growing into our club culture and into this league. It's difficult for them. I give them slack for next season for sure. I give them next season, and I know they'll come good. But I think for right now, everyone's like, there's no time to think. With Mount, he's not been able to be eased in. Like, he's too important to take out, and that's credit to him. And I love Mason Mount.
Can I cut that, Johnny? Sorry.
Yeah.
Mason Mount lost 3 cup finals in a row. Kepa lost 3 cup finals in a row. I could go on the list. Jorginho's lost 3 cup finals in a row.
It's got to stop somewhere, Fanta. It's got to stop somewhere.
Lost 3 cup finals in a row.
It can't go on like this.
This is about the mentality, like Lewis said, mentality where it matters the most. This is the crunch moment that Mason Mount had to finish it out. And unfortunately, yesterday's game, that's the 3 cup finals in a row that Mason Mount.
We say that. We say Mason Mount, but it's not Mason Mount. That's what I'm trying to say to you is the backbone of the team is not there. We're still in transition as a club, as a team. We're still rebuilding. We're still struggling from when Hazard left. And we're trying to build a fantastic side. That's what people keep forgetting, is that it takes time. Everything takes time. We are overachieving. If we go and win the Champions League, mate, I'm limbs. I predicted it in a way. I've gone for it with a vibe, but it doesn't mean that it's going to happen. I generally, I look at these players, and I look at Havertz's and Mounts, Reece James. They've all had, even short. Everyone's had their own personal obstacles throughout the season, ups and downs, difficult, turbulent times. All right, within their playing career this season, and yet we're still where we are. So it shows we've got immense talent. But when it comes to cross the line, I do look to my manager, because our manager is Tuchel. He's managed elite players, man, Ballon d'Or players. He knows what it takes. Granted, he lost to a phenomenal Bayern Munich team. That's fair play. I don't blame him for losing that final because they were just ridiculous. But he knows what it takes to get there, but he himself hasn't crossed that line. And that's where I feel a bit with Mourinho. When you had Mourinho in a final, you just had this feeling, whether you played crap or not, that winning mentality is instilled right from the root of the manager. Like no matter what, and you feel this kind of confidence within yourself. And I feel like Tuchel and Lampard, especially Lampard in the FA Cup final last year, if he'd won that final, I genuinely believe like the whole squad, everyone would have this different kind of belief in him as a manager as well as a squad. But they didn't. They failed. And they took that in going into the new season. And I fear if Tuchel loses both finals, going into next season, you can make all the signings, but you still haven't improved. Like you still haven't won anything. He needs to win this Champions League more than Pep for me. If we're going to if we want to progress as the club that we all know we have been in the last 15 years, we need to win against Manchester City. And I'm leaving it there.
But even bigger than I say, take it a game at a time. I'm not even thinking to a Champions League final. We need top 4 secured first.
Tomorrow.
That first.
Yeah, I get that, but Leicester are a very, very good team. You got, like I said to you, Neil, in the cup final, you've got to show them respect. Like you have to show them
this
respect.
is all due respect to Leicester City. They've been above us in the table the entire season. They've beaten us 2 games on the bounce. We
and
still
it
have
shows
to beat
you
them.
underdogs win finals, right? Well, Leicester were the underdogs. Let's have it.
They
right.
weren't the underdogs.
They weren't the underdog.
I think they
I can
were.
tell you that.
I think
Yeah,
they
but-
were.
No, but we're saying let's respect
No,
Leicester
they
City, and now we're saying
No,
let's
we're not
see we're
underdogs.
I can't lie. I can't lie,
I'm
Johnny.
saying people look at the game. People looked at that game as really, with the quality that Chelsea have got and the money they spent, the manager they got, and the run of form that they're in, they should beat Leicester in the FA
But
Cup
I can
final.
copy and paste nearly
It's
everything.
true
for
though.
Leicester
It's true
City.
though. We should be beating Leicester though.
All right.
The
And
only
we didn't-
We
the only
could find
difference
you
is
as
Leicester
underdogs,
haven't
surely.
spent
To
as
find
much
us
as
as
we have.
underdogs anyway.
Yeah, okay, they didn't spend, but they're still a team. They've still played with each other. They've still got
But
top quality players.
Johnny,
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
other than that, like everything you've said about why we would be the favourites going into it, it's the same thing for Leicester City.
Yeah, but we're not the favourites in the against City. Hell no, we are not favourites.
Well, we're not
Well, that's
now,
different. That's
but
different.
like
That's
2
different,
weeks
Johnny.
ago, it was very even.
No,
Yeah, let's
I
go.
even though we beat them twice, we're still not favourites because with City, right? City can turn it on at any moment, any moment.
Yeah,
If
but
they-
the odds
if they
wouldn't.
turn
Johnny,
up-
the odds
If
wouldn't
City,
be
hold
like.
on,
The
if
odds
City
wouldn't be
turn
like.
up, yeah,
The odds
they
would be
are.
split,
No
man.
one's beating City. They're a joke. All right.
Johnny,
they
Johnny,
they
the odds
played
are
under
split,
Pep
though.
for
Johnny,
5 years,
hold on.
Right. That's all I'm going to say is I'm not us doing it. I want to go in as underdogs because I really City. They're a complete finished article team. We are not, and we can't even finish up front. So we're even handicapped there. Like we've got no ammunition to go in there and go, yeah, I could. If we went 1-0 down, I really feel so confident that we're going to come back and score 2 goals like we did against them at the Etihad. No one saw that coming. But who was playing in that midfield? It was Billy Gilmore and Jorginho.
Oh, Johnny, chill with this Gilmore thing.
no,
And
Johnny.
I'm gonna-
We don't want to
Billy
get that
Gilmore
far,
down,
Johnny.
yeah?
Come on, man.
Billy Gilmore
Johnny,
should have played in
man.
the FA Cup
Oh,
final.
you
He should have played.
Johnny.
Yeah,
Don't
should
start the
have.
Johnny,
fireworks,
look,
mate.
Johnny, some of the shit you were saying, I kind of agreed to an extent, but now you're coming with this Gilmore thing, bro. Come on, man.
He
Be
proved
serious
it.
now,
He's
man.
proved it already, though. He's
Johnny,
proved
be
it. In the 2
serious
games
now.
he's played, he's proved it. He's good
Listen,
enough.
I agree with what Neil was saying, fam. Like, Chelsea have not overachieved this season. On paper, our players are capable of achieving great things, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? It's just the
Wait,
form
hold on,
has been
him.
so
No.
shit.
We
Wait,
have
hold
not-
on.
Say that we
We have
overachieved. I don't agree
overachieved
with you,
because
man. I just don't agree with you.
right,
We've
we've
not
brought in.
overachieved.
Listen, we've brought in 6 first team players. They're not squad players. These are 6 first team players that we brought into our squad. We've had
Yeah,
an
but it's still
inexperienced,
Chelsea, bro.
inexperienced
It's still
manager in
Chelsea,
Lampard.
bro.
Hold on, then. We had an inexperienced manager in Lampard. All right,
Yeah.
who took us on a great run, and it all fell to shit. Okay, and Tuchel's come in. All right,
Yeah.
and he's playing a back 3. With wing backs, which clearly screams out to me, he's not confident us playing a back 4. It's clear as day, yeah. All right. So Lampard played a back 4 and he failed. So let me finish. So Lampard's come in, all right. He couldn't do it. Tuchel's come in, and even Tuchel's struggling. Even Tuchel, an experienced manager, struggling to get the best out of Werner, Havertz, Ziyech. He's struggling, bruv. He can't. He's playing them in the game. He's playing them in games. He's trying to get the best out of them, and no one's delivering. That's not.
Here's the thing: the only one I'd slightly take out is Havertz, but even with that, the Arsenal game was just completely jarring. So I get.
Okay,
Chris
I
said
have a question for
usually
the
did
panel.
agree with Johnny, but not this time. there's like some elements I agree with what you're saying, but
Yeah,
for the most part as well, like
thing
it's just the attack. It really is just the attack,
We
and that's the jarring part. In
But
midfield,
the
Lewis,
thing
do
is,
you know what
right,
my old man said to me today? Yeah, he said,
Go
I
on.
got a feeling. He goes, for the Champions League final, I've got a feeling that Tuchel's going to play Kante, Kovacic, and Jorginho. That's what he said. My
Yeah, why
dad
not?
knows ball, man. He knows ball.
three in
And I said,
midfield.
to him, really, you think that he, after
No,
all this time,
well,
he's
we'd
going
have to see
change?
3 in midfield in a game before that, because we see with Thomas Tuchel, he always has a dress rehearsal before the real thing and plays a very similar formation. So
Yeah,
if that's going to happen, we expect to see Kante,
Villa.
Kovacic, Jorginho against Aston Villa then.
Yeah. I know. And I
Fam.
get why he's saying that. Like, and we can all understand why you would play the 3, right?
Bro, we
We would all understand that.
No, but in a 3-man midfield, I like it. But we all, you know what the problem is with Kante, Kovacic, and Jorginho together? It's that both are very similar, and that the final ball just really lacks half the time.
Yeah, but put in the mix.
And we
of
don't have
Kovacic
anyone that's an
Mount
immediate goal threat.
integrating.
You probably have to
dropping
put
in,
Mount in
carrying.
the midfield 3, man. You probably put
Yeah,
Mount
I'd
in the
rather
midfield
have
3.
Mount in the midfield 3 if he can solely focus on the attacking plays.
Even
Because
Tuchel
he's got
come
more
out and
end
said
product
about
on
Mount
it.
as well.
Hey,
about
tomorrow's
he
all
said
that
that he
attack
needs
time. I don't care.
more.
I
He
wanna
needs
see
more
all the
time in
attackers
it.
out, man.
Needs to grow in that position.
Tomorrow, I want to see a Doy. I want to see Havertz. I want to see all the attackers out. We gotta go for it. We have to go for it. Fuck
I want
it.
to see the front 3 that finish the
Fuck it.
game. I know we're saying play the same front 3 to get them
100%.
more
Nah,
used to
Lewis,
each
you see
other,
who-
but I don't want to see Ziyech, Havertz, and Werner. No, I mean I don't want to see Ziyech, Werner, and Mount playing. I want to see Mount, Havertz,
hey,
and
bro,
Lewis,
Pulisic
you
play.
see the ones that
Bro.
came on? Play all of them. Play an attacking
Exactly,
team, bro.
those 3. Those are the ones that I want.
Doy, wing back.
wait, hold
I
on,
want
hold
an
on.
attacking
Let
team.
me
I don't
ask you a
care,
question. Let me ask you
Go
a
on.
question. When Tuchel first came and he started Hudson-Odoi at that right back, and we were
Wing back,
playing
yeah.
attacking and we were playing the football, why
Yeah.
is he playing all this passive football now?
Nah, do you know what it
Because
is?
he
It's about-
ruined Odoi from the Southampton game. Let's have it right. That was
not
the
even about
moment
that, man.
he
It's
tried to
discipline,
be
innit?
stern with him, and it's backfired. And I
Hudson-
genuinely think it's that. I genuinely think
Wait,
it's
That-
that.
Cho has still been playing well. Whenever
Johnny,
he
do you
comes
not
on,
remember?
Cho has been
Johnny, do
playing
you
well.
not remember? Do you not
He played
remember
well since
Hudson-Odoi's game after that game? Right
Yeah,
Atletico Madrid was
against
it?
Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
He's been good since then.
He was all
Yeah,
right. He
yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
anything special.
Yeah,
He was good in that
agree.
game.
Like, the
No,
Atletico
wasn't
game-
anything special.
If you
He's
look,
better than
Pep,
Hudson.
He wasn't-
Pep does this type of stuff too, right?
Look, he wasn't
has
amazing
done
against
good plays
Atletico.
as well.
He was all right, but he played really well in games since then. So I
Yeah.
get what you're saying, Johnny.
I
I don't
can
think
see
the Southampton thing ruined
Nah,
him.
no, so
I just think
man.
I
Go on.
just think for
Come
some
on.
reason he hasn't gone back to that system.
it
He
just
wants to be
depends
more
the
defensively
opponent.
Right,
sound.
Johnny,
I have 3 points
Yeah,
to
yeah.
make against your argument, right? About Hodoi, right? For me, Hodoi is the type of player that needs a lot of time behind the scenes and needs to be worked on.
Needs an arm around
Phil
him
Foden,
24/7.
Phil Foden, like where we've done to with Phil Foden, okay. And then second of all, I think you should be more confident with this final, man. Although you only played your second string team against our team, right? And our second string is much better than yours, okay? We should have won those 2 games, okay? So, and just think as it like this: if your first 11 against first 11, I think it will be a very difficult match under a Tuchel system. I already see some glimpses of you starting to turn on Tuchel, man. Just because
I'm not turning on Tuchel, Nin. I swear
I hope
down.
not, Johnny.
On
I
my
hope not,
life,
Johnny.
on my life, yeah. All right. If you know Johnny, yeah, I back every gaffer that's in charge of Chelsea. I'll back them all, right? And I back Tuchel, and I believe in Tuchel, and I genuinely think if he's given time, right, there's no manager out there better than Tuchel right now to come and manage Chelsea. There is no one better. If you sack Tuchel tomorrow, who you bringing in, mate? I don't want Allegri and all these man.
Because
I
in my
want
opinion,
Tuchel.
I don't want to be harsh about this, right? I think you're one of these type of people, right? The likes of Rory or these people, right? Who think
Rory's deluded.
like
Rory's
Rory,
deluded.
I don't
No.
the bottom line is,
who love Lampard.
I'm
and
speaking
not-
for
I'm
me.
not
I don't
involved in
speak.
this
I'm not
one.
speaking
Nah,
about
that
how
was
anyone else is. Yeah. The bottom line is, yeah. The bottom line is, yeah. I back Tuchel. I rate him, but he's got it wrong in the last 2 games, and he's due criticism for it. That's fair.
That's fair, but people
Everyone
overreact.
came at Lamps, right?
I could just see Johnny.
Everyone came at Lamps for his head every mistake that he made, right?
Can
Now,
I just,
Tuchel's
oh, it's
made a couple
hypocritical to say.
mistakes, and it's like,
Kepa
oh, it's
was
all
the first
forgiven.
mistake he made.
Oh, it's
It's all forgiven.
hypocritical to say that
No, it's not
Tuchel didn't
hypocritical. No, it's not.
Tuchel didn't like Hudson-Odoi.
No,
Well,
because I
well,
know
me,
you, Johnny, right?
I
If
didn't
But
say
Lampard
Tuchel
did that
didn't like
did the
him.
same
that
thing to
mistake,
Tomori, fam.
be calm on him because he's just a young, experienced manager. Let him time, yeah. But it's Tuchel. Yes, apparently, come on, man. You need to have a level-headed sometimes and have the same.
Johnny, let me
have
tell
I
you the
respect
difference.
Tuchel, man. He's doing a great job.
No,
I
the
never said
difference
he's
is,
not.
right? The
Never said
difference
he's
is,
not.
Johnny, right? Is that you are a massive Lampard fan, which makes you
Exactly.
think, oh, it's going to be a great manager. I'm sorry, just have the
What?
same perspective as you would have as with Tuchel, the same position as you with Lampard.
I've said countless times, yeah. I've said countless times. It's clear as day Tuchel's the more experienced and elite manager compared to Lampard. I've never denied
But
that.
you were
But
more-
what I'm
you were
saying
more
to you is,
patient with
what I'm
Lampard.
saying, no, I wasn't. I was patient with him. The whole fan base weren't patient. The club weren't patient. That's not me.
You
I'm
mean
speaking for
Lampard?
me. Yeah, with Lampard, they're not patient. I'm patient with Tuchel. But what I'm saying to you is, yeah, you get these managers like Tuchel to cross the line, to cross these fine margins, and he's not. He's missed one now, which he should
Is
have
that
won.
his fault
Really.
directly?
Well,
First of all-
I told you he's taken
Because
the
you remember our
momentum
job
has
was
been
made
taken away
harder in
before the
terms of getting
final.
back to the top four anyway because the position we were in when Lampard left.
It's not. Listen, he done a remarkable job. I think if the club left it any later, I admit we wouldn't even be talking about top four. Tuchel literally, it was on the last hairline, literally, that Tuchel could make it when he came in, and he's done an unbelievable job. And I still believe that he'll cross the line. I still think we'll probably beat Leicester tomorrow,
So on
and we've
basis,
definitely got
on
enough
that
to beat
basis,
Villa.
right? Okay, so you gave him until the end of the season. Next
No,
season.
I give him
to
next
make him-
season. I give him next season.
All right, cool.
What I'm
Good,
saying,
good,
what
good.
I'm saying to you,
Good.
what I'm saying to you is, yeah, I don't want to sack Tuchel because there's no one better than him around. He's done Pep. He's done every manager in the league. He's done Klopp. He's done everyone. He's done.
Not us.
He's done Zidane. He's done. He's
Yeah.
done.
Don't worry, Neil. Tomorrow.
Well, I'm
Tomorrow.
saying-
Tomorrow.
Right?
Well, I'm saying,
The
Tomorrow.
only one he's failed
A
on
word
is
of advice, yeah?
old Brendan Rodgers, man. Do you know what I mean?
Listen.
Fair play.
Tomorrow.
Listen,
Andy.
a word of advice, Johnny, right? Don't, just keep true to your word and wait until next season. We'll see.
I
It's
have
on-
been.
it's
I have
on-
been.
on-
Listen,
it's on
Nin,
live stream
I don't
right
know
now,
where
so-
you've been with me, man. But at the end of the day, I've backed every player. I will back every player, and I'll back anyone in my club, and I'll back every manager. And I'm backing Tuchel.
Okay.
But I'm
Hey.
saying the last two games, especially where we've lost, and the game before that, the City game, yeah, we won. But after that, the Arsenal game just killed our momentum. He made too many changes. He got complacent, I feel, and we got done for it. We just got done. And our final third is to blame as well. It's not just Tuchel. It's a combination of the two. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I've never not said that I don't back Tuchel. I'm not this. I'm Roman out and all this shit. I've never said that. I've never said all these things.
Roman out.
Just because Lampard's been
we don't
sacked.
have-
No.
We don't have time for this, like the manager dispute now. We have a big game
that's
tomorrow.
long.
I
Talk
actually
about the game, man.
talk about manager. I actually want us to give a manager time. Like if
They're not
Tuchel
gonna do
goes
it,
and wins,
Chris. They're
I
not gonna do it.
know. But if
They're not gonna do
Tuchel
it.
goes and wins the Champions League, I want to see it. I don't know, just try build something with him because I do like the style he is. Like he changes it up. He
got a good
ain't
vibe.
afraid of
Chris,
doing that.
I love his vibe.
But Chelsea
and
don't
I'm
have time
telling
at
you,
all.
I'm telling you this now. If he doesn't win the Champions League now and he doesn't make top four, or say he makes top four, doesn't make Champions League next season, if we're not looking like we're going to win the league, they'll sack him. It's just that's Chelsea.
I'm
They'll
not
sack him
saying that
after
won't
spending
happen.
another
I'm just saying I
150
want
mil.
something like that. I just
All right,
for my
I got a
personal
question,
thing.
right? Okay, right, Johnny. Okay, I have a question for you, right? Say, take his perspective, right? Take it into his context. Tuchel has put you into an FA Cup final. Probably should have won, okay? And it got you to a Champions League final. Will be a hard game against us. Okay, a very good game. Would you think Lampard will be in this position at this current moment in time?
I can't
Why are
answer
we
that.
talking
But
about
I
Lampard?
said,
Lampard's not here.
yeah, but if
Hey,
you ask
Lampard's
me,
gone, man. Let's talk about
Lampard's
Leicester
not
tomorrow.
here.
hold
Okay,
on,
man.
hold on.
Forget
If
this
you ask
Lampard
me in
talk, man.
January,
And
right, when I
also,
came,
would
guys,
you-
let me say,
would you
when
consider this?
I'm telling you, Nin, let me answer them, bro. Let me answer. I said in
No, I
January,
had another
even under
question to you.
Lampard, I felt that we could go all the way in the Champions League. Now, everyone laughed at me, and look, we're in the Champions League. All right, it's not with Lampard, but he topped our group. We're undefeated. We were unbeaten in the FA Cup. He got us to where we are, and Tuchel's continued. Like, the bottom line
This
is,
has gone so left.
Tuchel's brought us here, yeah? Tuchel's
And
brought us to the
also,
final.
last question,
He's
right?
brought harmony to
For
the
you,
squad. There was a lot of dead wood that Tuchel's managed to polish up and harness, yeah? Let's
So,
have it
okay.
right.
All right.
Today I heard Emerson and Alonso, they want to go where they appreciate. Well, fuck off then. Go in it. Because you've been
All right.
poor.
Jeez, 2-for-1 deal. You love to see it.
They've
All
been
right.
poor, bruv. They've been poor, man.
Johnny,
Ah,
They got
good.
no right.
Deadwood,
from
get
the
rid
position-
and get another left back in. You
Yeah,
love to
man.
see it.
from the
Wait, what?
position
I've been
that
waiting for this for 2
Tuchel came in,
seasons.
right?
2
From the
seasons.
position,
I'll
all
back
right, okay.
Alonso, bruv. If he plays,
Right,
I'll
Johnny.
back him.
From the
He's on
Yeah,
the
I'll
field.
back him for the 90
position
minutes
you were
he's on
in
the pitch,
January,
even if
right?
I don't
For real,
really
for
think he's
real.
going to do anything.
Yeah.
All right, listen. From the position you were in January, would you consider being in the FA Cup final, okay, which you should have won, and being in the Champions League and being top of it in achieving the season? From the
Hold
January.
on. Yeah, but am I winning
During
a
the
cup?
circumstances.
Am I winning a cup?
I'm just asking, if you were to not win the Champions League and not to win the FA, you lost the FA Cup,
Yeah.
but you were in the top four, would you consider a good season?
I think
That's
Tuchel's
a
done
dead season.
No, it's
Chelsea
not dead
standards,
season,
bro.
Em.
Who
It's
are
not
winners,
dead.
bro?
Yeah,
no,
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 but that's
it's not a dead season. It's not a dead season. It's a disappointment because we got so far. But you got to respect. You've got to respect, and all the issues that I keep having to repeat all the time. The different circumstances, the COVID, the players, the new players coming in trying to be integrated. The change of managers within this halfway through a season, the pressure, the youth, all these things, right? You've got to respect that. Tuchel coming in and getting us into those 2 finals is fantastic achievement. He's got us to the final. We've made money from those finals. Let's have it right. Roman Abramovich makes money from the Champions League final and the FA Cup. More than Champions League. We get top 4. That's even more money. We can build and progress for next season. And anyone we buy, they're all good. Every player's going to know, whether it's a Haaland or Verratti, whoever it is, they know that we are progressing in the biggest competition
Daniel, I
in
hear some
Champions League.
background noise, bro.
Yeah. So if we're showing that progression by getting to the final next season, the players are going to have more belief to go and get to that final again because they've had a taste.
I don't
of
know,
it.
man.
All right,
Johnny, this mentality, this group of players, I don't trust them.
I genuinely feel
That's the thing.
Tuchel.
We've been losing too many finals.
I don't trust the mentality.
And I don't think
it's got to come to an end, Lewis.
idiots are saying
Bro,
4 and 19 finals. Like anybody gives a shit
Johnny,
about
we've
that.
lost
It's got to
11.
come to an end, is what I'm saying. We can't keep losing these finals. It's going to come to a point where the luck is going to come our way. We haven't had luck, guys.
But we don't know.
I'm sure Benfica say that though, and they've lost 8 finals in a row.
But
I'm not waiting for luck to turn our way. I want us to fix up and take our chances.
Lewis, what I'm saying is
on
this
the point of
should take us over the line now.
All right,
He should.
all right.
He should take us over the line.
All right, on the point of Tuchel having his players and stuff, will your board, give what he wants? Because it looks like most of the time your board choose what players it goes against what the manager wants, and therefore makes. It's not all the time. Makes it not a very good season.
It's not easy to get a player in.
Lampard wanted Chilwell, he got
It's
Chilwell.
easy to get a player in, bro. There's so many different things.
There's a lot of factors.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like the ball's gone. We're gonna give
business.
this player.
It's business as well as
you know what I'm saying?
personnel. What the manager wants. It's a business. So
Bro,
if they're going to buy a player
with his team anyway,
they
so
want a resale value. They want a resale value. Unless Tuchel comes in and says, "I want that 30-year-old because he can give me a couple seasons exactly what I need." Fair play, they'll go and do it. In terms of Haaland and all this, if Roman wants Haaland and Tuchel doesn't want Haaland, we will buy Haaland. It's simple as that. And Tuchel's going to have to make it work. That's the nature. That's the culture of Chelsea, unfortunately. And Tuchel must see that. He's been forced to play Kepa blood. He's been forced to play Kepa in the final, man.
Johnny,
Mendy probably, I'm not saying definitely, but probably would have saved
Mendy's saving that. Mendy's saving that.
Yeah, all right. I'm saying probably because there's no guarantee because that's still a great
he's saving
shot.
that. He's saving that, bro.
But what I'm saying is, Kepa played because they want to get his value up, and it's not. It's hurting us as a club to do that, and the board have got to back off now. Because they've got to just let Tuchel do what he wants in every game. We've got 3 games. They're all cup finals, these games. All of them. They're all finals. There's no time for complacency now. I'm going to be harsh now. I'm going to criticise harshly. And rightly so, as every fan should. Because we got this far. We don't want this disappointment. We're Chelsea, man. We're not Arsenal, Spurs, all these dead clubs. Let's have it right. We're Chelsea Football Club. We should be winning these games.
I was going to say Neil. Neil had something else to say. Go on, Neil. No,
I appreciate that, Fata. I'm off, guys, but best of luck for tomorrow and everything.
Neil, thank you for jumping on, man. Before you go, quick score prediction. What are you saying?
I got nothing, mate. I got nothing because I don't even know what formation, what we're playing. So I've honestly, normally I do score predictions, whatever. I can't tell you. We could lose 4-0. We could win 4-0. We could get a 0-0 draw. I think it's all over the place, to be perfectly honest with you.
I see 0-0 personally, but I hear what you're saying anyway. Safe for jumping on. Guys, the link to Beyond the 90 LCFC is in the description below, so check it out, like and subscribe. Neil, thank you for jumping on, bro.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good evening, guys.
Nice one, Neil. Big up, mate. Nice one, mate.
Barbara, I saw you asking as well. Like, hop in now. There's a room. Fata, what were you gonna say, bro?
I was gonna say, Johnny. You say that he was forced, Kepa was forced to be starting the cup final. Let's look at in the past year, 3 years ago remember when we had Caballero start every cup final games under Antonio Conte. Then in the final against Man United, guess who starts as a goalie? It was Thibaut Courtois. Now, if you move three years later, literally everything that you said is true. Kepa is starting every cup games, but in the cup final where it matters the most, where Chelsea fans wanting a trophy, the FA Cup,
Mendy, man.
And after what happened last year, after the drama of the Anthony Taylor attacks, surely Thomas Tuchel got to think like it's not a board's fault. Like it has to go to the game management itself. Like in the cup final, you have to start your best goalkeeper.
Fata, what was the game that Kepa was being called to be played? I can't remember. There was a game, and there was rumours that the board are sort of saying, you need to play Kepa some games and all this shit.
I think it was the early game.
There was a league game,
Newcastle.
Yeah, right. Okay, league games, important games, right? And you want to play Kepa. Mendy has been, if not the best goalkeeper in the league, if not in Europe. All right, and we have got a cup final. I don't care who's in your squad, all right, and who you are trying to please. The bottom line is, if you're the manager, or if I was the manager of that team, I'm playing the best players to play in that final. I'm playing my best players.
Even if there's a conflict of interest, might potentially be sacked.
It's not conflict of interest. Why?
No, with a ball, because like you mentioned before,
but
it's
a
highlight.
I wouldn't give a shit, because I tell you what, if Tuchel goes and wins that final, what's the board going to say, man?
Yeah,
they're not going to say nothing. They're going to say, "Well done."
I mean, what's it called? Your manager, where he won the Champions League, got sacked or something ridiculous like that. Back in 2012, I don't know who was.
But he wasn't a manager though. He wasn't a manager. We didn't win because of Di Matteo. We won because of the spirit we had. We had leaders, Lampard, Terry, Drogba. We don't have that now. We just got experience.
Look, we don't.
Now.
It's clear that we don't have that now. But
I mean,
one thing we need to do in that situation is get the tactics right, get the players right. Yesterday, it's not only yesterday we can talk about mentality of the players and the fact we don't have winners and whatnot. But the fact is, they didn't have the right tools to go out there and win that game.
Exactly.
What was the game plan? We were playing the ball into Werner in the first half. He would run and not know what to do with it and just spoon it wide. Ziyech, I give Ziyech a lot of stick, but yesterday he didn't do much. But what was there for him to do? He couldn't cross the ball to anyone.
Exactly.
He's pinging balls across, and it's just Werner and Mount in there. He's spamming crosses as he does, but there's no one to help.
Yeah, but Oscar,
one sec, just before you go, Obrecht saying don't try to say Thomas Tuchel didn't have complete over a final. Try rewrite that. You don't have to do a super chat, but let me know what you mean by that, because I couldn't really understand that.
I say like Thomas Tuchel just went full Pep Guardiola yesterday, in a sense that he was overthinking everything he was doing.
Complete control. Yeah. Okay, all right, cool. Don't say Tuchel didn't have complete control over a final. He probably did. It was his choice to play Kepa in there. I don't think it was a board decision.
Yeah.
I think he wanted to play him because he played in all the run-ins to final. And I understand, even though I don't agree with it. But we saw what the end result was, innit?
Well, I feel
like... to be fair, I would prefer to stop the cup final.
Do what Conte did. He played Caballero the entire run and then played Courtois in the final.
Yeah, but most managers do that, Lewis, is my point. If If you look at all the top managers,
Can I ask something about that?
Very rarely do they play like
Why are we
that
putting
same
all our faith
goalkeeper.
in a cup final in a keeper that we have
what it is that this look. He went in all sentimental to Kepa. You know, like he was even in the in the interview saying Kepa starts tomorrow. Dude, do you think Leicester City is not hearing that? That's not they heard Kepa.
Yeah, they
starts
probably
tomorrow.
did training on long shots that day.
Shots. They were
probably watching videos.
We don't want to pass the ball, no long ball, long shots.
You get any space in the midfield, lick it.
Okay,
you
know
exactly.
When I
But
say,
the thing is, we know that. Like as fans, we know that.
And you know
So,
what makes
of course
me mad?
Yeah, Tielemans got a message from his mate the night before saying, "Aim for the top corners, mate."
You know what makes me mad is the fact that people come here, not here, but like people say, "Oh well, we don't know if Mendy would have saved that or not." I'm like, "Yo, look, check it out. Check it out. One thing, man. When you have a trend, this is a trend. This is not like a new thing. Most shots against Kepa becomes a spectacular goal, and I'm like, it's facts. So
can I say to back you? Yeah, can I just say to hold on, then just to back you there, right? Why has Mendy been so good this season? Because he'll have nothing to do the whole game.
Yeah,
he'll get one shot, one worldy shot at him, and he'll save it.
Save it. That's
right.
Mendy.
Now Kepa, I'm sorry, but Marina, sweetheart, if you're listening, go and pack your bags. Or sell Kepa. It's one or the other one.
Him,
you know what I'm saying? You got to sell Kepa because the bottom line is I've backed Kepa for so long, man. So long. I just can't see.
Yeah, I can't back him anymore.
I can't see where he's going to rejuvenate himself at our club.
Doesn't give me no confidence. No confidence.
He's actually not going to. We're just trying to sell him.
Listen, right, for me, I find it ridiculous, right, that you're blaming Kepa's height because he couldn't save that.
No, it's his height
slash jumping. It's not even that. He brings
height
no
slash
confidence.
jumping.
He doesn't bring confidence to the team. When he's in goal,
he hasn't got confidence.
Even he hasn't even got
Hold on,
that's not Kepa's fault for that goal, man. That's not Kepa.
Yeah, you're right. No, wait, Epic, you're right. It is his fault because he's physically incapable of reaching top corners. It's a problem.
I don't want to hear nothing about.
Did you know?
Chelsea Blabber? That's his mother's fault because he got his.
Who's blaming his mum? No one's blaming his mum. Statistically,
listen. I'm never disputing Kepa. He's a rubbish goalkeeper. I'm talking about that specific goal. Okay, that specific goal. That's not his fault. That's not his fault if he's below 6'2" or whatever.
Epic Min. I think the thing that you're missing is that we've got a goalkeeper who's been a really good goalkeeper this season. I get that. But what we're saying, we're not blaming Kepa's height. It's like if you have a defender who is too slow, like Marcus Alonso is too slow.
Exactly,
he's slow, but that's his weakness.
That's the point.
So we know that's Kepa's weakness, and we knew that before going into the game.
Exactly.
People were saying they're going to have a long shot.
Look,
and
I don't care what no one
why can we as fans predict something? Tuchel couldn't.
Hey, check it out. I don't care what no one says. Tuchel messed it up yesterday. Let's just put it on the table because you know when you're able to blame the whole team for not playing very well yesterday, you got to look at one person. And which is the coach. Now, I love Tuchel. I've come here every time and I praise Tuchel for what he did. But yesterday, I was like, I'm telling you, was overthinking it because first off, it's like, okay, so we got to start Vardy. So we got to put Reece James as right center back. Okay, Reece James was good defensively, but offensively, we missed him. We missed him going up top.
Maybe you should have brought Doyle on earlier, bro.
Exactly. What is with Werner playing every time? Dude, Werner looked so clueless yesterday with his runs. Every time he just runs straight, head down.
But then
there's nobody
decision making, man. It's down to decision making.
Bro, you cannot say it's just down to that because that is a very big thing in a football player. You cannot say it's just down to his decision making. Yeah, but his decision making is whack, bro.
But they make the forward lines make no good runs. Chilwell made the best run. And we scored.
But
and it was
that's
offside.
on Timo
He
Werner
made the best run. Our left wing back made the best run in the game. How is our left wing back making the best run? Everyone wants the ball to feet, and then when they get the ball, they don't know what to do with it. So man, they got to run off the ball.
But think about it. Think about the first half, bro. We had some chances in the first half where it was like half chances that Werner would take from from a breakaway, and Werner is running for a breakaway towards goal. But I have no confidence that's going to do
Yeah, but we get
anything
onto
that's
Werner,
going to
but
do.
our front three, the other two, they're not running in behind.
Bro, wait. Well, look, think about it. That's not ZS's strength. We didn't even play to ZS's strength, honestly. But I'm not trying to say ZS had a good game or anything because he sucked yesterday too. But ZS's strength is to whip the ball in there. There is nobody to whip the ball to. Who was in the front? Who played on middle?
Werner and Mount. It was Werner and Mount.
Wait, hold on. Let me just jump in quickly.
Go ahead.
That's what I was saying. Aspi and Ziyech, whenever they whoop the ball in, why are you whooping the ball in when Soyuncu is going to win every ball? Giroud is not in the box, so why are you whooping the ball in? Take it into the box and take a shot.
But the fact that okay, we could say crossing Salah, but that's not even the worst tactics I'm saying. It's the fact that Werner is or any of our striker or front three is never in the box to poach. At the end of the day, you could want to score fancy goals where you pass till you score, but sometimes you need scrappy goals. Son has to be in that middle, and if we crossing the ball, Son has to at least give us a chance. But every time we cross the ball just goes wide and it goes to the other fullback. Like that thing makes me mad now. And I'm just saying for the fact that I'm not just trying to put it on Werner, but it's him I'm looking at because first off, you are a big money signing. And whatever ZH do, but I'm saying you are a goal scorer. I need something special from you, Werner. I don't need no tap-ins. I don't need no little crosses. It's not an agenda, bro. I'm telling you, this man's IQ is on the floor. Am I lying?
Here we go. I'm not having that. No.
All right.
He was Saturday, but he cannot hold it in front of him.
I told you that the whole team played bad, but I'm gonna look at our goal scorer. Our goal scorer.
We didn't score.
Why? Who is our goal scorer?
I want hold on.
God's sake, hold on.
Bubba, I want Fatur to give some criticism, right? Because every other game he says, "When does Werner cost us? He's never cost us."
Exactly.
He hasn't cost us a win. He hasn't cost us a title. But he cost us.
Thank you.
So do you want to give him some criticism now? Yeah, everybody was terrible. You can criticize everybody as well, but criticize
wait. Baba, as much as I defend Werner the whole season, he was poor yesterday. I have to admit, he was poor.
No, for sure, I understand what you're saying. I'm not trying to be here, slating only Werner, but it's like, bro, I just want to see something special from him.
But the worst thing about it, though, you're able to say that he was poor, but none of us are surprised at how he played. Like he plays the way he always plays.
No, I know what you mean, Oscar. It's just so frustrating to watch, bro. Like when you have the ball in a breakaway, so we could try to compare it to Mbappe. I remember one stream.
You know why Werner's poor? Because the other two was poor as well. Because I was there with Lewis. Lewis there as well yesterday, and when I clocked Werner, the movement in that, it's just like the link up in the first half. The link up play is good, but in the second half, something's a bit weird. I don't know what happened in that halftime.
Do you know what we need, lads? Do you know what we need?
Go on, Johnny.
Because my blood pressure, man, I can't, man. You know what we need, yeah? We need
AC minerals.
We need AC minerals to just work their magic in these last 3 games. No, what we need, yeah? We need John Terry to leave Villa Park just for a day, yeah? And Didier Drogba to fly in.
Lampard to come back.
Speak to these kids, yeah. Speak to these kids and let them know what minerals
we need Frank Lampard in the pivot with Mason Mount.
Stick Lampard in, man.
In the Regista position and everything.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's a great shout. We should sign Lamps to play, man, for the final.
We need Peter Cech.
Give him a training session with Pepper and he'll regain his confidence and be fine.
Let's have it.
So he
Johnny
can start
is funny, his blood pressure is gone.
I love with Johnny. The combo only goes 3 ways. We're going to talk about Lampard, Gilmore, or Mountain. I'm all here.
Johnny,
don't forget AC, bro. Don't forget AC.
Oh yeah, of course.
Honestly,
I can't lie. ATS will start tomorrow. I can't lie. ATS will start.
He does.
Yeah, but
we wouldn't have lost the game if AC played. I'm not even bantering.
Lois, would you be worried more about tomorrow than Sunday? I would start him tomorrow.
Plays both.
Dude, I don't even give a shit about all
your
these
best
games
team
coming
and
up. Just
Christiansen's
win the
our best
Champions League
team.
final, man.
Guys, I don't have any issue with our defense. I feel like they're good. They're coached well. They know what they're doing. No matter who we put in. Like when other than maybe Zuma, like whenever anyone comes in, Aspi, James, Christensen, they do a good job.
But don't play Aspi as right wing back.
Let me they saying stop the agenda and focus on team performance.
Andrew, I will block you, my lad. You ain't
That's part of the team, though, isn't it? Like, playing Aspie at wing back, it affects our attack.
Like, what is he doing? Like, that shit makes me mad.
No, Oscar,
I give
it's just
Hudson
to do with
Odoi a
formation,
chance,
man.
bro.
The formation don't help the attackers, man. That's all it is.
Exactly.
No, it's not, bro. It's
It
a formation, but look, when Hudson Odoi was playing in that right wing back,
Hudson Odoi needs to play right
when we had Conte, we had Hazard, we had Costa, we had Pedro.
Yeah, Oscar goes with a Cho
It's
agenda.
different personnel, innit? Do you know what
Is
I'm
it
saying?
Daniel? Is it a Cho agenda? Like we've said it so many times when it comes to Reece James at right wing back, he's good, but he misses something going forward. He always comes backward. Aspie at wing back is terrible. So you tell me who's our best right
I don't
wing
want to
back.
see Callum Hudson-Odoi as a right
Yeah,
wing
but
back.
Reece is coming into form.
What do you guys need to improve in the summer?
Wait,
what do you guys need in the summer based on the two?
We need the ball playing midfield.
No.
Deep line midfield.
Man, I'm sorry, Johnny, because
we have
your problem,
We need a player
your
that can
midfield,
score
your
goals.
midfield
Give
is
me
very
a
good.
striker, man. Give me Harry Kane.
Your midfield is very
Okay.
good. Okay, I'll admit that.
Harry
Listen,
Kane,
I'm making a comparison to ours, right? Your midfield is very, very good. It's just it needs a bit more depth. I agree. Okay, your defense is all right. It's good enough to get consider a lot of goals. Okay, but your main issues up front, man. Your main issues up front with your forwards are not that great.
Alright, bro.
No, because
we need a
hold on.
player that can break defenses.
Look,
and
first
that can get
off,
goals.
we got to think about. I heard you guys talk about mentality.
Number 9 is our main issue.
I think the main thing.
Number 9.
Wait, hold on. I think the main thing for us is we got to first understand. Let's not compare these guys to the guys in 2012 and whatnot. Why? Because these guys are young. So let's just scrap the mentality thing.
Yeah,
These
but
guys
Leicester players are young as well.
No. Okay, but wait, hold up. Leicester players they won their first FA Cup.
Tomorrow
Clap for
can't
them.
come sooner for me,
Good
man.
for
I just
them.
I want
Understandable.
tomorrow
But
to
the
get done.
pressure in Chelsea is different,
make
bro.
excuses, man. I'm tired of excuses.
Bro. This is not an excuse. I'm not saying so. I'm just saying like the mentality between us and our former team. It's not the same. It's obvious. And it's because of the age and the experience to go with it. It's just facts. But I'm not saying this as an excuse, like saying that's the reason why we lost. We lost yesterday because the coach did not put the team in the best position to win. Much as he's been doing already before. That's it.
There are issues that we have seen. We drew 0-0 against Brighton. We couldn't score. We couldn't score against Arsenal. It's not about mentality of these players alone. It's how they go out on the pitch and what they're doing. They're not like
and sometimes Oscar, we need individual brilliance sometimes. So yesterday was a game for Hazard.
Like, can I
hold on, Baba? Are people scared to
my bad.
criticize Tuchel for what he did on Saturday?
Yes, a lot of people are.
Shit, yeah, you said yesterday.
Yes,
I'll DM you a link for tomorrow for sure.
A lot of people are, and like if you on Twitter trying to criticize Tuchel, they'll be like, "Oh, you a Lampard boy? You a bro? None of that
come
shit,
and speak
bro.
to me, man.
I could not care less, bro. I'm a Chelsea fan through and through. I've loved Lampard. He left. His life moves on. So I'm gonna be here and analyzing game to game. I've come here and said Tuchel did a masterclass, but yesterday I was like, bro. Your substitutions are so late. Why are they so late? It should have been halftime. You should have just changed Reece James back to the right wing back and put Aspie as right center back. Aspie could cope there. Stop acting like he's a scrub. Then second of all, why is what's his name? What's his name? Cover. You said Cover was ready. I know he's a little injured, but Jorginho looks tired. And like he's kind of running out of ideas a little bit. Then let's talk about the front. Okay, no, Alonso. I don't want to speak about Alonso, bro. Tuchel has blood on his hand if he starts Alonso in the
Hold on.
USL finals.
Jorginho is meant to make.
There's a reason why he played Alonso.
What? Right? For what? Don't even say height.
What reason? And you want to say what reason?
Don't say height, bro. Don't say height.
It is height,
bro.
It is height because they can't
header.
header. No, they can't header, so it's not
I do not care, man.
I don't like Alonso, but there's a reason why he played him. It's for height, they can't header.
Okay, hey, real quick, should I say something, bro?
What was the benefit of Alonso's height in that game that you watched?
Wait, exactly. So wait.
No,
look,
he did win a header actually to get onto the goal actually, but it wasn't a good header.
Real Chris.
No, he didn't.
Real Chris.
Yes, he did.
No,
did.
Chilwell. It was
No,
Chilwell.
not that one. Not that one. That was a good header. I'm on about when Alonso won a header. It wasn't a good header. It went kind of straight at the keeper.
Wait, real Chris.
So that's why he's in the game.
Let me.
No, but he can win headers.
Real Chris. Let me say something, bro. Look, that's
Don't have
another
minerals,
case.
bro.
That's another case of overthinking it. That's another case of overthinking it. Alonso in the finals.
I'm talking about
My man,
players
if
that
you've not
just
watched Alonso for 2 years and you stick
I
him in the
don't
finals
like
because,
Alonso,
bro. But I'm telling you, height. Him still saying because of height was a bad miscalculation because we have 3 tall defenders in there. What do we need a 4th slow snail turtle walking guy to like? What are you saying? No, I don't care about
Reece
the
James
height.
ain't tall.
Bro, Reece James is good with his head. He's good aerially.
No, he can win headers, but he ain't that tall.
Bro, he doesn't have to be tall.
Zuma's very good in there.
Bro, you don't have to.
That's
Bro, listen to me, real Chris.
All right, boys, I'm gonna go. Yeah. So
Bro,
have a nice
there's something called.
Also, wait, just to clarify, are you a Man City fan?
Yeah, of course he is. He's come to troll us, man.
Your team's getting put in a pack in the Champions League final. Just wait.
Look.
Hey, thanks for jumping on anyway. You take care, bro.
Look, there's something called high risk, high reward. High risk, high reward. That was a bad risk he put in, and he got a stupid reward for height, bro. You have 3 center backs that do not concede goals and really good in the air. Rudiger, Thiago Silva, and Reece James. I don't care if they're tall, but you could be good aerially. You could have hops without being tall to jump. And Reece James does not miss balls early. What's his name? Rudiger does not miss balls early.
Aerial duels are really good.
Exactly.
There was no point starting on Alonso, man.
Bro, exactly. So I don't care about no height.
No
point
starting on Alonso.
Miscalculation.
I'll be honest. I don't think Alonso is going to play another game. I genuinely don't.
Bro, as soon as Chilwell came in, he created a chance and scored a goal. That should just tell you. It should just tell you.
I actually prefer Chilwell. I actually think Chilwell's actually quite good left back or left wing back. I defend him this season. I really like him.
It was a stupid decision for Tuchel. No, point blank. Period. Why would you take out Chilwell?
Did Tuchel nullify their tackle against our box? Really?
Chris, there was no reason starting Alonso, man. Stop trying to.
Pardon?
There was no reason.
No, I'm not saying. But Alonso wasn't the main reason why we lost.
Given Tuchel's reason. No, but it is though. It is like I get what people are saying. Yeah, we lost because we scored because we conceded a goal. Yeah, but when you watch a game of football, we didn't score. Yeah. There's plenty of reasons why we didn't score, and you could turn around and go, oh well, it's Reece James is the reason why we lost. But it's not. It's not only Reece James.
No.
In 90 minutes.
You guys got to
understand
how finals.
It's the whole game.
This is a final. Finals.
Hold on, Chris.
My bad, bro.
This is all we're saying is this: because of all those reasons, that's why it's on Tuchel. In a final, nobody has a right to score 3 or 4 goals.
Yes.
Finals go 0-0. Finals can happen. You can have a 0-0 final. You go to penalties. That happens all the freaking time because it's a final.
Thank you.
No one has a right to score an unlimited amount of goals. So if it's a close game and they're fine margins, that's where the coach has to get it right. Having the right left back,
that's why I blame
someone at right center back.
Alonso wasn't that for the goal there.
Right center back who's never played right center back for Chelsea ever. He's never played there. You played.
He played good there. He played really good.
Yes, but it was the wrong game.
No. He played really good there.
What we're saying
nevertheless, he did play really good there.
Don't try new things in a cup final. Is what we're saying.
Finals are thin margins. They're small margins.
And he did a pep there. He did a pep, and also I'm going to say
he nullified Vardy.
Hold on. He almost pulled it off. Tuchel almost pulled it off. He almost pulled it off with Reece playing there, and I get why he did it, but during the game he should have changed it. He should have changed it up.
I don't think that's the thing he should have changed.
Christensen doesn't risk that pass. They go out wide, right? They go to their.
It would always be wide.
That's what they do.
Down the middle.
That's what they usually do. They're not going to make that pass. They don't make risky passes when they're playing in that position. I haven't seen it yet. Have you seen it under Tuchel? Have you seen Christensen do that passing wide? Have you seen Aspie do that passing wide? No. And that's a final. A final is fine margins. So the right center back you place there, who's never played there, makes the one mistake that they score from, and that's it. So
that's what I'm saying, man.
Have we seen Aspie get outpaced at right center back before though by fast players? Yeah, we have.
Yeah, but we've always
In the final against Aubameyang, yes, he does.
You forget the
I rate Aspie, but I understand why you... Literally, Reece James playing a right centre-back and nullified their pace.
No, he didn't.
It did. It nullified Vardy. What did Vardy do?
Every time Tielemans get the ball over, they got in behind. So how did they nullify it?
When did they get in behind? When did they get in behind? Reece James body Vardy the entire game.
Exactly.
They got in behind.
They did not get in behind. And Reece James made one good block, where they had a good chance. Reece James did that. Reece. None of them. Reece James did it.
Reece James also had the back.
That's only they didn't get past but that, and Reece James was one to block it.
This isn't about Reece James having a terrible game overall. This is about tendencies, right? Center backs, players have tendencies that they always do, that they always make. I haven't seen our right center back make a risky pass to the center. They always go out wide. If Aspie is in trouble, he goes out wide or he goes back. He doesn't make a risky pass that he doesn't have to make.
Guys, I'm looking for that pass, but then if Aspie played right centre back, who knows what could have happened? He could have been literally ripped apart by Vardy.
You should have just
Aspie's not a wing back, bro. Stop playing Aspie at wing back. It's not. He can't play wing back.
He plays wing back against Madrid and stuff. And what happened? He did well there.
Aspie at wing back, bro.
Let Josh speak.
I know he's not a natural wing back. I know that.
Let Josh speak, man. Let Josh speak.
Offers nothing, bro.
Santana, let Josh speak, man.
I'm with Oscar and Chris on this, guys. I don't know why we're talking about our defense at all in this game. I mean, Leicester didn't sniff the goal. They took a deep, long shot that happened to be top bins. It was a great shot. I mean, does Mendy save it? Probably. If he has the same timing that Kepa had, he's longer. He probably does get a glove to it. But other than that, they did absolutely nothing with the ball. They didn't get behind us. They didn't have a shot on target. Yeah. I mean, this was all, and I love Werner, but his decision making was just it was shocking, boys. Like
I have to admit that, Josh. That was
I mean, we had opportunities. We had opportunities to score goals. We were in behind. We had runs. Schmeichel made a great save, but I mean, we could have had 3 or 4 goals in that game, and they still wouldn't have sniffed the goal. So I mean, to talk about our defense, I think it's just kind of a moot point in that game, especially.
Yeah, our defense is not the problem, though. It's the attack. Like you said about the decision making, it has been this, like it has been. It's the story of our season, isn't it?
It's just the same pattern when Tuchel changes things up in the defense. It's not about an individual being bad or not being good. When he changes things up, suddenly, somehow, they don't understand where they're supposed to be. We're making mistakes in the back. This is 2 games in a row we made a mistake in the back because he's changed things up that he's not supposed to change. And that's a coincidence to you?
Look, he's made so many changes this season, right?
When you're used
to personnel, he's always got it right.
Over here, and now they're not. When you're used to a player playing in a certain position and they're not playing there, and mistakes happen. That is my point. It's like, why change things that aren't broken? You're acting like Aspie played there for 12 games in a row. He was playing for you. What was the point?
The point was to null Vardy, which they did. Because Reece James bullied him all game.
So I'm sorry. Did Reece James play there when we played against Real Madrid, and they have a super fast player as well?
Yeah, but
Leicester played with 2 strikers. It was a different proposition.
They played with 2 strikers as well. It was Benzema and what's his face.
They played with Benzema.
The first game they played with 2 strikers.
No, they didn't.
No, they
didn't. They didn't. They just played Benzema and they played 2 other wingers.
Vardy and Iheanacho, yeah? Real Madrid played with Benzema on his own, and they had wingers either side.
Who was the wingers in the first game?
It was Vinicius, and Vinicius is trash.
And then on the right,
no, he's not. No, he's not.
It was Vinicius and who?
Hazard, in it? Hazard?
Oh no, it wasn't.
Hazard second game.
Who do you think the 2 were up top then?
Second game, they played 4 at the back in the second game. The first game, they matched us.
Who do you think?
The first game they matched us,
and 2 up top. That's what they did.
No, they played 2 wingers. They played the Spanish guy. The Spanish guy, I forgot his name, and they played with Vinicius at the left wing.
They played a 3-4-3 with 2 wingers.
Who was the three up top?
That Spanish winger, I forgot his name. Since was it? No, it begins with a V. It's either Asensio, but I know he's Spanish. And then you got Benzema, and then you got Vinicius Junior on the left. Vinicius Junior on that left. Aspi, Lichi, and was it Christiansen? Lichi got just had him in their pocket.
I'm gonna Google the team sheet just so we can get over this.
The first leg they played a 3-4-3 with two wingers.
What game?
Look,
Real Madrid versus Chelsea, first leg and second leg.
What the lineup?
First leg.
Between Mendy, Christensen, Silva, Rudiger, James, Alonso, Jorginho, Kante. First leg it was Werner, Mount, Pulisic. Second leg Havertz, Werner, Pulisic.
No, the Madrid team.
No, we're talking about Madrid.
We're talking about the Madrid.
Oh, fuck's sake. Well, I'm gonna leave you to it. Man.
I'll be real, man. The final's gone, man. We need to talk about tomorrow, man. What can we do tomorrow to outwit these people? Because we need to win.
Goals.
Score a goal.
I don't know about you lot, but when that Alisson goal went in, I was stressed. I don't know about you lot, but I was stressed.
Bullshit goal.
And you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna lay it down. It just proves that it wasn't just Lampard that had the problem with us scoring goals, was it?
Leave Lampard out of it, please.
No, I'm just saying. It's a problem. It's a problem, bro. It's a problem. It's a problem.
Nah, Johnny.
And Tuchel's struggling.
We're trying to talk about how to address the problem.
He can't, for the love of God, he cannot. He can't even buy a goal. The guy.
Johnny,
he can't even buy a goal.
Tomorrow, man. No,
I think for tomorrow you have to start. You have to start.
Do you know what, lads? That's 2 games we haven't scored a single goal.
No,
2
Johnny,
games.
you're a bit two-faced about Tuchel, you know. I clocked it. You're a bit two-faced, bro.
Why am I two-faced?
Earlier on, you're saying good things about Tuchel. Now you're saying Tuchel can't buy a goal. Come on, man.
As in he can't buy a goal. It's not his fault.
Team who can't
Johnny,
buy
you need to
goal.
think about tomorrow, man.
But I'm saying that's not Tuchel. I'm saying that's not Tuchel's fault. It's like everything he's doing,
Johnny,
he can't get him to score.
Johnny,
they can't
what
score.
is your
bro.
opinion for us winning tomorrow? How are we gonna win? Give me your opinion. That's what we need to talk about, bro. Forget about.
Yeah, we need to score, bruv. That's what we need to do.
So what do you?
What team do we need, bro?
I think you play. If you're not going to play Kovacic, you got to play Gilmore.
Okay.
If you're not going to play Kovacic, you have to play Gilmore.
I think Kovacic will start.
Wait. How are we playing Gilmore into the lineup in this game?
Bro,
because listen,
it's too risky, Johnny.
No. So what's risky? We played away at Manchester City. What was risky about Gilmore playing there?
No, he had a good game.
We played that because Kante and Kovacic were both injured.
No, they weren't.
Johnny, forget about
Kante wasn't injured.
Oh no, because Kante played, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was.
So Kante got taken off for Jorginho.
How are we playing Gilmore in the biggest game of the season?
Right. Well, it's not. Hold on. It's not. Listen. Let me land, guys. Let me land, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Let's have it right. So Gilmore. So Gilmore, yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
I actually got to go there before you go off. Yeah, I'm gonna see you guys later.
Big up, Chris.
Yeah, bless man.
Chris, man.
I know he's got the minerals. All right.
Yeah,
playing the
do
pivot.
it, fucking do it.
Yeah, listen. If I'm not playing Jorginho, man, I'm not playing Jorginho. I'm telling you that now.
Kovacic better be fit.
I agree.
Wait, you want to play Gilmore, but you don't want to play Jorginho.
So,
come on, man.
Yeah. So I'm saying, honestly, I swear, if you're not going to play Kovacic, all right, you got to play Kante. Kante's a must starter. So you play Kante and you play Gilmore, and then you can play second half. You can maybe bring a Kovacic on or a Jorginho, like we did against City. That's the approach I would take. And the reason I say this is there is logic to my madness. What you all think is madness, yeah. But Jorginho and Kante played on the Wembley pitch, which is a very large pitch, against a side that presses and is very speedy. All right. With Gilmore's had the rest now. He's not played consecutive games. He is so quick on that pitch.
Bro,
it's what we need. Hold on. We need speed on the pitch because I'm telling you now, Jorginho will definitely be leggy. He'll definitely
Johnny,
be leggy.
This is our biggest game. I think this is bigger than even the Champions League game tomorrow.
Nah,
this is
no
the
way.
biggest game. I think this is the biggest game.
Champions League's the big game, man.
Oh,
It
come
is, bro.
on, bro.
It is.
Bro, I
Honestly,
think this is the
no,
biggest
it's not.
game
No,
of
it's
the
not.
season.
No, it's not. I'm not
People
hearing that.
talking like we have won the
They're equally as
Champions League.
important.
Yo, how was the game
Nah,
today?
Bro, we need to get top 4, man.
Yeah, we need to get top 4.
like,
But if
people
we
talking
win,
bigger,
Johnny,
if we win the championship,
can I
then
ask
we
you a
don't
question,
need to
Johnny?
get
It
it.
doesn't matter.
No,
Guys,
no,
how
no,
much you want
You
to?
go mad.
Way too many people talking. Way
I
too
can't
many
believe you
people
said
talking.
that, bro.
It literally
bro.
doesn't matter which game is more important. We have one game to win tomorrow. The next game is in 2 weeks after that. So it does. That conversation just doesn't even matter.
Nah, this is more important, man.
Yeah,
think it's more
I hear
important,
you
man.
on that.
They're both these league games are important. We have to get 6 points, guys. We got to. I mean.
Yeah, give me that chat. Give me that
Bro,
chat.
we need to win.
Bro.
Bro,
That's all I
before
care.
weekend,
Matter of fact, we should lose both
I've been
games
getting
tomorrow
sick,
and
you
just
Listen,
focus on
we've
the
got no.
Champions League.
Listen, hold on, guys. You're gonna throw. Listen, you're gonna throw Kovacic. Hold on. You want to throw Kovacic?
Too many
in, if you
people.
don't play
One at a
Jorginho,
time, please.
if you don't want to play Jorginho, you're gonna throw Kovacic, who hasn't played. How many games has he not played? How many games? 5 games he hasn't played for?
3 games.
5? Has it been 5?
I'm sure it's quite a few.
Nah, like,
I think it's
you missed only
6
like
games.
4?
6 games he hasn't played, right? And you're going to throw him into arguably what we are saying is one of the first of 3 biggest games of our season, right? So if you're, I'm saying if you're not going to play Kovacic and you might bring him on, all right, depending on how the game goes, I would play Billy Gilmore for this game,
man.
No,
bro. What's rebuilding?
And I tell you, I wouldn't have Ziyech anywhere near the front line. I wouldn't have Ziyech anywhere near the
that's
front
fine.
line.
I agree with you on that. That's fine.
Do you know what,
No,
Johnny? I
can't
don't
agree
even
on
think that's a
Gilmore,
crazy
man.
shout. I think we need some.
Oscar.
We need to.
I think Havertz has to start. Havertz has to start with Mount and Pulisic. And Werner has to sit this one out.
Like
sorry, Fata.
Tuchel needs to stop benching Pulisic, acting like he's a super sub. Enough of that BS. Like he's
Yeah,
not
he
a
needs to start
super sub.
Pulisic,
Yeah,
man.
like
I'm
start
not happy
him.
with that.
Like,
I fully agree with you on that. We need
Oscar,
Pulisic as
look,
directness.
Oscar, I know you put it in your eyes like that.
Pulisic, Havertz, Mount.
Bro. He's better than
Gilmore Kante.
I love Pulisic.
Gilmore Kante.
There's times when Pulisic makes too good decision for him, right? There's times when Pulisic doesn't turn up in a game. And Pulisic's like,
Oscar, you're going to love this one, bro. You're going to love this one. I'm going to drop it. I'm going to drop it. So I'm going to play Pulisic, Havertz, Mount, Adoy right wing back, Chilwell left wing back, Billy Gilmore, Kante.
Oh
right?
my
I'm gonna play Rudiger, Thiago Silva, and Azpilicueta. Take it how you want it. Let's have it. Bring it on.
That's not bad.
I want to see Callum. I want to see Callum get more game time, bro. Why I want to see Callum get more game time? Every time he comes on, he just already looks better than Werner. I mean,
I'm gonna be real. Jorginho's getting hella scapegoated over the last 2 games.
Well, forget Jorginho. He's always, that's the type of guy he is.
All I'm saying is
Jorginho can play Champions League final.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, all I'm saying is that look. Enough of. I don't know what Werner has on Tuchel to be playing him. Like, I'm done talking about Werner, man. That dude just made him mad.
Yo, Oscar, what you saying, man?
Gilmore knows how to pass forward.
Listen, he's fast. He's faster than every player on the pitch. He's got a progressive pass. He's got a Spanish Xavi touch, bruv. He plays it simple when he needs to. All right, he's intelligent. He's tenacious. He's agile, and he's fresh. He's fresh. He didn't play last game. He's ready, bro. He's ready.
If Gilmore plays with Kante, it means Gilmore has to sit back.
Yeah. He'll do better than Jorginho.
Remember last game he had like a bad game when he was sitting back. So I would even prefer Gilmore to be the one going forward.
You know the game you're talking about is the game where he wasn't playing a double pivot. So let's have it right. He was playing on his own in front of the back four. That's different.
That's what's going to happen with Kante.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
He'll be forward.
No, it won't. He'll play with Kante together. They'll play together. He didn't play like that last time. He had Mount playing in between the pivot
Mount was not
and
doing
the
his
attack.
job. Mount was not doing his job.
Bullshit, Mount was doing his job.
No, he was not.
No,
he wasn't. Let me see.
When?
Hold on.
What game are you talking about?
Johnny Lemland, please.
Let me land. Okay, check it out. last game, the game you talk about him and Gilmore was Mount and Gilmore at the middle, right? It's supposed to be a double pivot, but Mount has a tendency of always going forward. Not like I'm blaming him for doing that, because that's not even his position. Mount likes going forward.
Yeah, even Tuchel said it.
Tuchel played. Listen, in that game you're talking about. Hold on, in that game you're talking about, Gilmore was on his own in that game. He wasn't in a double with double six.
He was.
No, he wasn't. No, he wasn't. He wasn't. Every time you saw Mount, he was way ahead of Gilmore.
Because
every time.
Mount was doing the wrong thing. He was not listening to instructions.
Nah, bullshit. That was his instructions because we missed Kovacic's progression. So Mount was asked of both jobs.
But Mount has to come back.
He's a 22-year-old man. He's asked of two roles of Kovacic and Jorginho. Let's have it right. And on top of that, Gilmore played with Kante in the first half against City, and then played with Jorginho, and they bossed the game. We won the game 2-1 away at the Etihad. Let's have it right. I'm sorry, man. Gilmore's got the middle.
I don't know why we don't blame the person we're supposed to blame. Mount isn't supposed to play as a 6. So if he's playing as a 6,
Tuchel played him there. He didn't want to play
Exactly.
Gilmore.
I'm telling you, Tuchel has been making some stupid decisions, and I've been coming at him.
So don't come at Mount then. Don't come at Mount about it.
I don't come at Mount.
You did. You came at Mount. You did. You said it was Mount.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, and I stand by it. Mount supposed to be double pivot with Gilmore, but he was not following the instructions. And
bullshit. The instructions was not to be in a double pivot. Is my point,
bro. That's
how do you know, bro? When I watched the game, and we were watching it, Lewis, on the watch along, yeah, it was clear as day. It was clear as day.
Which game?
It was the
game that I played with Gilmore.
What game was it? Was it Crystal Palace? No, it wasn't Crystal
Palace.
Brighton. Was it Brighton?
Yeah.
I think it was.
Johnny, you're not going to tell me that, bro.
He was playing. Gilmore was on his own every time.
Because Mount was leaving.
No, his instructions was for Mount to progress and keep stay in the middle between Gilmore.
Wait, wasn't it Brighton? Wasn't it Jorginho and Mount?
I don't know who it was. I don't know.
He played against
Jorginho and Mount, but Mount kept going forward.
I'm talking about Gilmore.
Mount had to go forward. He had to go forward.
Okay, but he had to come back.
I get, but that was the exact problem because it left Jorginho too exposed.
No, not Jorginho.
No, he wasn't with Jorginho. He was with Gilmore. But Gilmore was fine, man. Gilmore was playing on his own in the pivot. It was clear as day.
Bro, Gilmore didn't start the Brighton game.
No, it's another game. It's the other game, Lewis.
Fulham. We're talking about Fulham.
Yes.
Is it Fulham? Yeah, Fulham.
Bro, you're not going to tell me that, bro.
No, we won that game, did we not? Did we win that game? Yeah, we won that game.
His instructions was
Mount was in the game.
Johnny, that's another W with Gilmore playing.
Yeah, exactly. And we won. Listen, we won against that game. It was an important game. And then we've gone against City, the champions, away at the Etihad, and Gilmore played first, second half, and he bossed it, bruv. Second half, he bossed it with Jorginho.
Dude, all I'm saying is that Mount,
and I'll tell you why he bossed it. Hold on, I'll tell you why he bossed it, yeah? Because of his speed. His speed was great for Jorginho, because Jorginho had a player that's tenacious and quick to run and press and do all the bits.
And because he was not playing, he was playing the forward guy in the double six. He was playing the guy that had the license to move forward. But if he's playing with Mount, he'll be the guy to have to stay back, and Mount is going to leave him isolated.
He's played with Kante and Jorginho more than he's played with Mount.
Okay, and if he plays with Kante, he's going to have to sit back, and Kante is going forward.
But Gilmore can sit back. Gilmore can sit back.
He can, but that's his
listen to what he's saying, man. Listen to what he's saying.
I know what he's saying, but Gilmore, that is Gilmore's role, bro. That's his position.
Let's talk about the game. Let's talk about the game.
I'll be real with you. I don't think Gilmore starts any more games.
Johnny, I think the issue is
the only game I would see is the Villa game if we already qualified.
My point is, okay, let me just make my point. My point is the fact that I want Gilmore to be the guy higher up the pitch, not the guy at the last.
He's both. He's both.
No, he's both. He's better. He's better going up. When he's back there, he's not. I'm telling you, bro. Jorginho, him versus Jorginho, when like playing the lone pivot or playing the sit-in guy in the pivot, is not as good as Jorginho, because Jorginho could receive the ball and any pressure, bro. That's facts, bro.
Johnny, it's actually a disservice to Gilmore, because he's such a good player and he offers something in that midfield that none of the other three do.
Going forward.
Going forward. But if we had the right player to sit next to him, Gilmore would look a lot better. Unfortunately, the two partnership of them, him with Jorginho, Kante, or Kovacic, none of them really work for Jorginho. I mean, for Gilmore.
If you want me to please you, yeah, put Jorginho with Gilmore. But what I'm saying is, you play Gilmore for tomorrow's game.
No.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it though. I don't mind playing. I don't care. Wait.
How the fuck are you saying it was Jorginho, man? I can't be asked. This is what I mean by I'm saying he's been scapegoated off the last 2 games.
I said play Gilmore then.
He did almost score.
Look, I don't mind Gilmore playing. Look. If Werner is playing, I don't mind Gilmore playing, man. Dude,
I agree with you. I agree with you for the FA Cup final.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't Kepa, it was Kurt Zouma. Neither of them should have been in the position in the first place. Don't talk to me about Kepa. I can say I was wrong about Kepa too. I'm admitting I was wrong for saying that.
You're being wrong.
It wasn't Jorginho either. It was Zouma.
If you've ever been defending Kepa, you've been right. And anybody that's been defending Kepa, because he had 2 clean sheets against Luton FC and Lipton FC. None of that, bro. I've been knowing it was trash. I've been knowing it was like the guy that's going to cost. And I knew Tuchel. Look,
what do you mean, bro? Look back at the footage and see that there was 4 Arsenal players surrounding him when he received the ball. What the fuck was he going to do other than pass back to goal? It weren't him. Blame that clown at left centre back who couldn't see a 5-yard pass in front of him.
Look, Zuma had like 5 chances to pass to somebody outside, but he passed to Jorginho. Like, bro, what are you doing?
Bro, Chilwell was standing there with the mannequin challenge for like 20 seconds waiting for the ball, and he still couldn't see him.
Yeah, my
mom. We got quite a few players that play the mannequin challenge, bro. Unfortunately,
I think the main thing
we really do.
When you're playing Jorginho and Gilmore together, I think the problem is they both kind of do similar things. They both kind of like. Gilmore needs the ball at the side. He can cycle it just as well as Jorginho. He can play it forward. Playing them together, it doesn't make a ton of sense because then you're asking one of them to be a defender. Jorginho doesn't.
And in the Arsenal game, you lot saying, "Oh, we can't play with Kante." Yeah, all right. It works both ways, and it's down to your position. When Gilmore played with Jorginho in the second half against City at the Etihad, they bossed it.
Right. Hold on.
And against Arsenal, when Jorginho had an absolute stinker, yeah, and I back all the players, and I like Jorginho. I never say I don't like Jorginho. I mean, he's a wonderful little player. But when he had a stinker, Tuchel took off Gilmore. He did nothing wrong when they're both similar in that position game, and he left Jorginho on, and that was a wrong move.
Slap. You need to slap Tuchel for that bullshit.
Yeah, it's Tuchel tax, like you lot say about Lampard.
But I don't care about Lampard. But I'm saying all the time.
Like Tuchel, man.
Johnny, you don't like
He's
Tuchel,
quality, man.
You don't like
quality.
Allow it, man.
No, don't say that because that's not how it is. That's not how it is.
Look, I don't.
You can banter me in that, but
better
that's not how I feel.
Start Alonso in the UCL fight. If Alonso starts in the UCL finals, bro, I swear to God, and we lose and we don't make top 4, Tuchel, I don't care. You out, bro.
I think Alonso's done.
No. We are putting Tuchel out now.
Who said that? Who said that?
Not even entertaining. What are we doing talking now? Wait, no. Everyone stop.
Listen,
stop! Hey, fucking hell! Why are we really doing Tuchel out at this point?
No, wait. Ridiculous. Who said that?
I didn't say
Tuchel. You passed your sell-by date, man. You passed your sell-by date. Come on.
Hey, let me say something. Look, my point is, dude, if we lose this FA Cup finals, we lost already. Then we don't make top 4. Then we end up losing the Champions League finals. Then
everything next season.
Everything we did and praised was just a waste because we're not making Champions League. We didn't win no FA Cup or we didn't win no US.
Because we showed that we're not good enough, bro. We're not good enough. That's what it is, man.
Bro. We're talking about a mentality problem within the squad. It's clearly obvious that
mentality is not something that you could inject. Bro, it's not meant. Oh yeah, let's go get some mentality. Mentality is something that grows with experience.
Right, so Tuchel can't do that in 4 months.
But Tuchel could put them in the best position to win. And yesterday, Tuchel did not do that. No,
He's
yes,
put them in the best position
bro,
so
bro,
many times. These fuckers are still clowns in
Lewis,
front
I
of goal.
understand what you say, but listen to me, bro. Listen, I understand what you're saying, bro. Look, everything they always say, you're always as good as your next game or your next game.
So you're saying you want Lampard back? Is that what you're saying?
No, stop. I never said nothing about Lampard.
Right, so hold on. If you're gonna hold on this theology that you're coming out with, yeah. Listen, hold on. Let me land, bruv. Let me land.
Just say that. I didn't say Lampard now.
Let me land, yeah. Right. If the bottom line is all Tuchel needs to do is cross the line.
All he has to do is win the Champions League.
Listen, it's like you go. Look, I don't want to go down that road. I was going to say so. I'm not even going down there.
I want him to win that UCL.
So let's say you get to you're trying to get to that finish line. You're very close. He just needs to cross it. All right, and he hasn't done it in the FA Cup. He's got a Champions League final to do that. If he doesn't cross the line, then the mentality has to start all again next season, and he has the right. He's earned the right to have a go next season. He's done a fantastic job.
Okay, he has done a fantastic job.
Because you've got to understand, I've said it countless times, right? This team is not ready. This team's not ready.
I can't believe you really said Tuchel out, bro.
This team's not ready.
Okay.
No, saying Tuchel out is ridiculous.
Let me rewind. And I don't mean like Tuchel out and whatever, but you cannot say he's a guarantee guy no more because, bro, you are experienced manager.
The guy's on an 18-month contract.
Wait
I
up.
mean,
You're an experienced manager. You're not Lampard. I took an L with Lampard. I'll come here and say it. I did. So you're not Lampard. You experienced. You've been to a Champions League finals last year and you lost. Now, if you go do the same shitty thing that you did and overthink it and do something silly, I need that Champions League. I need that.
Yeah, well, look at Pep, bro. He's done in every Champions League.
Nah, my man's, bro. I don't care.
So what's your point?
I don't care. Pep has never made this finals. This guy was in the finals last season. I don't care about Pep. I don't care about
how many Champions League finals has he been in 5 years? Yeah, this is the first one.
Who are you talking
about? He hasn't. He's never been in a final in the Champions League with City.
I'm saying this is the first one. That's what I'm saying. But
yeah, exactly. So what's your point? Tuchel's had not even 6 months in winning a final.
My boy, do you understand? You comprehend what I'm trying to say, bro? I'm trying to tell you that. Look, Tuchel is an experienced manager. I'm not bringing Pep. I'm not bringing any other manager. I'm not even bringing Lampard. Tuchel is an experienced manager right now. I don't want to hear no excuses or nothing. I've praised him for everything he has done. But like I said, these are the games that matters the most. Is this last 4 games? The Leicester City. I don't know who we play after Leicester again, and the Champions League final.
Aston Villa.
If you happen to lose all 4 of them.
Whoa.
No way, bro. Don't say stuff like that, man. Don't say stuff like that.
Bro,
don't
stop saying that. I'm not God. I'm not saying anything that's going to stop us. It's fact. This is reality. This is reality, bro. I'm just saying.
The 4 games. I'm leaving the country.
Like, bro, stop saying jinx.
If we lose all 4 games,
bro, if we
don't make Champions League, I'm
deactivating. You cannot tell me Tuchel is a guarantee, bro. Because what he did, everything he did was just okay, we clap for him and that's it. But I'm not trying to say he sucked, though. Not saying that I've given Tuchel my praises. I've come here taking the L for Lampard and everything. But we cannot lose 4. We cannot lose
levels
4
closer
games.
than we were under Lampard.
That's it.
And we fuck it up from here. It ain't on him. It's on the players. Because
players,
Tuchel's put in this
100%,
bro.
It's on the players, man.
It's on the players.
100%. Hold on.
Bro, we said we did not say something for Lampard. We saw the players, bro. It's the same guy.
Is it Thomas Tuchel's fault that Kai Havertz was one-on-one against Arsenal?
Is it Lampard's fault that Werner cleared the freaking ball?
Yes, because he played him at left wing the whole time.
Okay, so it's Lampard that told Werner to clear the ball from Giroud's goal. This guy literally cleared the ball.
What do you mean? Yeah, that was shit from Werner. I'm saying it's the players.
Okay, Lewis,
my point is we did not say that to Lampard when it was the players' fault.
Yes, you want to know why? Because at least we tried to change things under Tuchel. At least I saw rotation.
Bro,
I didn't see none of that under Lampard. You saw the same similar tactics.
Bro, look, I'm not trying to defend Lampard. I saw chances being made and chances being wasted. So I blamed the players back then. I was like, dude, this
again, the players. Like, we waste chances for fun. The difference is we weren't spamming crosses relentlessly.
Bro, them crosses, okay?
The reason why the reason why we praised Tuchel to this level is because we knew all this different things we're saying about all these players, and he went and beat Atletico Madrid twice. He beat Madrid
Good job.
home.
Good job.
He did all that. He beat
Yeah.
City. He beat all these teams with these same players. And
Just
now
to
we're
get a
playing
silver
teams that are
medal.
not as good. Leicester is nowhere near as good as Madrid, right? And now you have to face them in a final, and you can't get over the line, and we're blaming players. Now you have to face Arsenal, and we can't get over the line, and we're blaming the players. But these same players won against Real Madrid.
Thank you. Exactly.
Beat Porto. Like, these are the same players who've done all these different things.
We cannot try to blame every player on the pitch and not blame the one man on the sideline. Hell no, man. You got no way.
This is the
blame
third
that guy on
manager
the
that has said
sideline.
the players are not mentally good enough, bro.
Okay, Lampard
Like,
said
it's not only
do not.
Tuchel, bro. Sorry, said the players were not
You're not mentally good enough.
No
How are
way,
they
bro.
mentally
Manager,
good
bro.
enough to get to the final?
Okay. Maybe let me take something back. I'm not saying Tuchel out. Tuchel not out. All right, let me take that back. But you're not telling me that if he loses 4 of these last games, that he's still a guaranteed guy. Like, no way, man. That's a bottle job.
I'm gonna say one word. I'm gonna say one line. Yeah, and I'll tell you what Tuchel's done when he's come in, and it's very, very simple to save all of this energy and high blood pressure. Yeah, is he's paved over the cracks in our squad, and the cracks are starting to show.
wanted Tuchel to fail.
No, I don't want Tuchel to fail.
You
I want Chelsea to win,
You do
man.
not like Tuchel, bro.
Wait, let Tony finish.
When have I said I don't like Tuchel?
I hate when people say that,
I've been praising him. I've been backing him even when Lampard got the chop. Yeah, that's bull. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah. Like, I've come here and said L for Lampard. I backed Lampard till he got sacked. And I said, okay, I've taken the L. It was a good decision for them firing him because look at what Tuchel has done. I'm saying every time Tuchel has a masterclass, I come here and I always say, okay, Tuchel did great. But I'm just saying the Arsenal game, yesterday's game, and if this last 3 games, if we don't take a dub in all of them, everything that he did that we clapped for was just for nothing.
The problem is there's less excuses. Like, there was excuses for Lampard. Oh, he's not experienced. Oh, this now. With Tuchel, you don't quite have that.
He's been there, done that.
He's got experience. He's not in that position. He's at a level, right, where he's come from where Klopp came from the Bundesliga and he's gone to Liverpool. And obviously Klopp's building, but Klopp was at a certain level when he came. He brought a certain mentality to the club. And he's taken them time because they don't spend like we do. Fair play. If he had the backing of a Roman at Liverpool, he probably would have done it sooner. But that's the level Tuchel's coming now. And he needs to cross the line. He hasn't got room for criticism like that.
That's it. He just has to win the Champions League. And he will come for the next 5 years.
Wait, you guys. You say Tuchel, remember, has spent £0. He spent nothing. He came in January.
Bro, I don't like that excuse.
Wait, that is not an excuse, bro.
Yes, it is. Yes,
no, it's not, bro.
Yo, it's not all about spending money, bro.
Spending money. That's the first thing we hear.
Do you know how hard it is to gel players? Do you know how hard it is? You know what you need to gel players? You need time. You need time.
It ain't no spending money. He's done what he has done to now. Now he's not changing and chopping and changing and overthinking it. If he overthinks it,
for the fact whole season though, what do you mean?
Okay, bro. Look,
he changes the lineup every week.
Bro, I've been coming here. I've been saying some lineups are shitty, but everyone always says trust 2 guys.
Wait.
Dude, we're not spending nothing, bro.
What money did he?
I want him to win. He has to
now
win.
He needs to spend money to beat Arsenal.
That's it. That's fact.
Listen, at the end of the day, if we score those chances that we had, especially in the Arsenal game, it's a completely different game. Arsenal doesn't sit back. We have more opportunities to open up the game. We can't finish. That's what it boils down to at the end of the day.
Bro, but it was the same thing with Lampard too. We could not finish.
Exactly.
Okay, but he said nothing about the players though. It was all on Lampard.
Yeah, but but Baba, you got to remember the Lampard situation. It was completely different, bro. We were losing.
The thing with Lampard too, I on the sidelines, he would just stand there sulking, like, I don't know.
Bro. Managers are different. You just don't have to be jumping around. Sir Alex Ferguson was not the guy to jump around and everything, bro.
I'm not saying
I'm not
around, but
I'm not comparing it, but like, nah, bro.
Philosophy with Thomas, with Lampard, I didn't understand.
Bro, I am not going to say that. I'm not here to say Lampard is better than Tuchel. I will never say that. If I say that, I'm an idiot. Forget about Lampard. I'm just telling you, put the fuck.
See, Lampard, my bad. It's not even about Lampard. Lampard, yes, you could also blame poor finishing at times for why we're doing bad. But the thing with Lampard, when we were going on a bad run, he didn't go more defensive.
Yeah, I say that.
If you have players that aren't finishing, then to ensure that you don't lose, you have to shore up the defense. That's what Tuchel.
Yeah,
has
but
done.
Devontae.
But that's
look
the
at-
inexperience. No, but that's
we lost like 5 games in 8, and he didn't change to a 3 at the back, which he had been playing last season. For example, at White Hart Lane, he played 3 at the back.
I
He
completely
didn't go
understand
back
you, bro, and I understand you, and I agree with you. And I'm saying, okay, you could put that on inexperience. Yeah, Lampard was inexperienced. I agree with that. But Tuchel is not. Tuchel is the guy. Tuchel is the
Baba, this is bigger than Lampard.
No,
man.
but
We've
this
lost
is
11
that's what I'm
finals.
saying.
We've lost
Bro,
11 finals.
No, exactly, bro. It's bigger than the managers, bro. At a
Bro,
point
why
in
you
the
bringing?
level,
Why you bring?
players,
Bro, look.
So
Oh my
I'm
God,
saying
I don't
Tuchel-
care
Oh
about
my
Lampard.
God.
I'm just trying to say keep the
Okay, let's
same
talk-
energy.
wait,
I don't
okay,
care
let me-
about Lampard.
Let me
Yeah,
talk
but
about
it's bigger than Tuchel as well. It's bigger than
Look,
Oh,
he
you
has
know it's
lost
not.
8 out of 11
We'll talk
How
finals.
is it
about
bigger than
Tuchel, don't
Tuchel?
worry.
What do you?
We'll
What?
talk
He's
about
the
it.
manager, man. He's the reason why we're winning before.
Baba, we've lost 11 finals in 15.
Bro, that's
It's not
different
Chelsea, bro.
players,
We should
bro.
be winning all of those. It's not
Okay,
Chelsea
but
mentality to be losing
That's
11
other
out
players,
of
bro.
15, bro.
That's other
bro,
players.
bro,
Listen,
bro.
we'll talk about
That's
Tuchel as well.
We've lost back-to-back finals, FA Cup, Chelsea. No.
Wait,
okay. I didn't expect us to
Crazy.
lose this one, but Tuchel made a disaster class in
No,
last game.
Bro.
he
Fine.
didn't. He didn't.
Yes, he did.
Baba,
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Baba,
Yes, he did. We're not
Baba,
gonna talk
Baba,
about it.
look.
All right, I'm done.
Yo,
My bad.
Lewis, I want to
You
ask
don't
you
have
a quick question. Actually, you were actually at the game at Wembley. I watched the game from TV, like on television, right?
Mm.
What was to you the main difference between the Chelsea fans and the Leicester fans? Because in my opinion, I think that was a big difference. The Leicester fans, they could have lost 6-0. They would
No
have been cheered
difference,
on.
bro.
They would have
No difference.
No
No difference.
difference. We were
they're
better
trying
in
to
the
spin the
first half.
narrative.
They were better in the
Wholehearted.
second half.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what I keep saying. It was the media companies, and they probably
Yeah, they
shut
were
down the
spinning the
mics a
narrative
bit.
still.
But we were just as loud as Leicester until they scored.
Good, because that's what I want to hear. Because man, like the shit that I saw, it was. I honestly thought it was a
They
Leicester
were
home
louder
game. To
than
be
us.
completely honest with you.
They're trying to
After
spin
they
the
scored,
narrative,
they were
innit? It was
definitely
very
louder
strange,
than us.
though.
I give them
It
all
was
credit
mad
on
strange.
that, but it was definitely even at the very least until then. Like, I barely heard Leicester the first half. They'll probably say the same thing about us, but I barely heard them.
Because yo, that pissed me off. Honestly, man, that straight up pissed me off, dude.
I'm
It's
sure
just the
that
media
was done
buzz
on
company.
purpose. I am sure that was done on purpose because we were not that quiet. But they made us out to be quiet, which is
It
jarring.
was just sad, man. It was just. But we need to think
Because yo,
about tomorrow,
in
man.
my opinion, man, that plays a big part,
feel like-
especially in the final, man. When you got the
No,
fucking
fans were
that
not
many people
quiet.
behind you.
Fans weren't quiet during the game. They're only quiet in the last 20 minutes because it was tense. That's it.
Oh, and then we fucking exploded, and then VAR just fucking sacked us.
Hey,
Yep.
Hey man, VAR,
Fucking
bro.
bullshit,
Bro,
bro.
I don't
VAR
want to talk about VAR, bro.
differently.
I want to talk about, bro, man. Dude, I'm tired of this trash ass. Look, I know what VAR is. They try to do it like, in American sports. If you ever watch American football, they have this where they go review the play and everything. But they have a rule where it says it has to be clear and obvious. But I don't understand how the Chilwell offside was a clear and obvious to change what the referee has given already on the pitch. It's silly. It's just a
We're
stupid
measuring
thing.
fucking mullets, bro.
Yes,
We're
dude.
measuring
Like, it
mullets.
makes no sense. And the narrative too. Chilwell or his former team, he scored against it, and you just kill it. You just killed it for football right there. Like that shit just made me mad because I was jumping.
lie, man.
I was jumping out the window, and then to come back. Oh, it's an offside. No cap, man. I'm tired of
that. My issue with that game, is, you see, if that Chilwell goal had stood, I think most of us can agree Chelsea probably would have gone on to win that game.
Would have won that, bro.
But the thing that annoys me the most is if we went on to win that game, it would have been the players taking it on their own to find some creativity and scoring a goal. It wouldn't have been a system that we'd planned and worked on, because I feel like the system that we played in that game was not good enough to score any goals.
Oscar, you're right. You're right. And but like one last thing, I know I'm talking too much, but like, look, there's one thing I'm gonna say is like, I've always said it, even from the Lampard time and everything. Like me bringing Lampard up was just to compare the same energy. But back then, I always said, yeah, Lampard could get blamed, but these players have to step up. I need some special things from these guys. Even this game yesterday, I need some guys I need something special from one of y'all. None of this passing. Get the ball, cut to your right foot, and give me a shot. That's what Mount did, and I give Mount for that.
Yeah, that's how Mason Mount gets all the praise. Because
I give
Mason
Mount for
Mount,
that.
Even how shit he was on Saturday, I saw the heart. From him. Like, he tried.
He's got all the minerals, man.
Guys like Werner wants to look down at the ball like he doesn't know how to control it. My bro, the ball is in front of you.
Who's doing
what are you doing? Whose mic is that? I don't know whose mic is that. But like,
Werner, mad.
Werner wants to just look. Okay, let me not just put Werner, but Ziyech wants to stroll around and walk. Like, bro, you're a supermodel. My bro, you might as well, just get out the pitch. Give me Hudson-Odoi right there. Hudson-Odoi put in some shifts, bro.
Tomorrow, they have to be up for it.
This is the problem.
Hudson-Odoi has to start, bro.
Yes, give me Hudson-Odoi on the right side.
Has to start.
Because most of that team lost like last season as well, so they got to be up for it. I don't care.
This is annoying. Why is Hudson-Odoi not starting? That shit makes me mad.
Character, man. I want from when that whistle goes, I want to see sweat. Niggas got to start running.
What's this? What is this German love he has with Tuchel? Oh no, Werner, my boy has to start. That's my long lost son.
Yeah, but brother, when you look at it, it makes sense to play Werner, fam.
Look, it never makes sense to me, bro. It never does.
Look,
4 goals in the last 40 games.
Exactly,
bro. Look, it never makes
worst
sense,
season, bro. This is his worst season. Check his other seasons, bro.
Hey, Bundesliga, you should never bring that up right now, bro, because this is playing the highest level right now. Bundesliga, Leipzig, that was made 2009. There ain't no pressure in there, bro. You in Chelsea,
but he's still
bro.
Scoring though. He's a scorer.
Scoring what?
Scoring what, bro?
Scoring what, bro?
Listen,
4 and 40.
2 yards.
Lick that up.
2 yards,
people.
2 yards from the line.
Baba, you gotta give him another season at least.
Bro,
you gotta give him another season.
Hell yeah, I can't do nothing. I'm not gonna sell him. So obviously,
Whoever said Werner needs to be sold this summer, you're capping for sure.
Look. All I need Werner to do is to learn how to look
free
walk with the ball.
Right,
boy. Yeah, free show, man.
Free
Come
show,
on,
my Ghanaian brother, bro. Free
show, bro.
Yeah, word.
I'm telling you, there has to be an investigation on why Show is not starting.
I understand the rotation for the left back position too. Completely different off topic, but why doesn't Emerson get a shot?
No, Andrew. No,
yes, bro. Yes, over Alonso.
Emerson is shocking defensively, bro. He's shocking defensively. He's worse than Alonso defensively.
Bro, no. What?
From what perspective?
From what
perspective is he worse? He can't run Alonso.
Are you guys forgetting
I respect
Emerson
Alonso.
last year?
Like, it's just the only question that I'm posing here is why doesn't he just get a shot? That's all I'm saying.
Because
if you're gonna rotate the left backs, why not give Emerson a shot?
I'll tell you why, bro. He's shit.
Hey,
exactly.
No, bro. If Emerson,
but you're dealing with Alonso here,
bro. Exactly, Andrew. You're dealing with
Alonso has merit. Alonso at least has merit as a left wing back. He's won a Premier League title playing left.
Yeah, but that's a few years ago. Remember, he's on the decline.
Blah blah blah.
He's on the decline, man.
Alonso, they're both shit. But at least Alonso, like.
I'm not saying Emerson's like the best left back since who knows when. I'm just saying, why
Andrew,
doesn't he get a shot?
Right. You are right. He needs to get a shot. Who the hell is Alonso? Alonso scored a hard goal. Like niggas think it's the second coming of Jesus.
He runs like he's got a parachute on his back, bro.
Exactly. No cap, bro.
He's so slow.
He's so trash. He's like, bro, I saw a football player. You watching this guy play football, and you're like, ew.
But then he was poor.
That's a clear weakness in this team, man. We need a little bit more depth in those positions because, like, Chilwell's out. If Reece James is out, we don't really got much. We got to put Hudson-Odoi in that position.
Now we got Sino Livramento.
Listen, we won the Champions League final with Bertrand playing left back. I ain't worried, man. Just like we could put a Gilmore or we could put a whoever in there. Yeah.
Oh my
God. At the end of the day, yeah. If Tuchel thinks it's going to get us over the line like Di Matteo did, I'm all for it to win that.
Yeah, you also trusted Tuchel after last.
I trust him because up to now, he's. Listen, I gave him his criticism after the game. I was livid, mate. If you heard me, I was livid. But the bottom line is right. He's allowed to. He's not even been here 2 minutes.
No, I understand.
Right? He's done a remarkable job. But right now, I think hopefully, I say it. Hopefully, we can. We've had these stinkers now. We've had 3 stinkers. Let's put them to bed. Put them deep underground, and let's rise up now from the very roots.
Please, God.
Let's dig out them. Let's dig out the minerals that we need to get them diamonds. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know how I could be on this.
That's what we need right now.
Champions League finals.
3 games. 3 games to get over the line.
I'm telling you,
we need to be. You know, Jerry Maguire, and he says it's literally that half an inch, bruv. That half an inch to cross that line. We need to make that half an inch.
Bro, like yesterday, the finals we lost. I felt so bad. Imagine losing the champ. I cannot feel that Champions League final loss, man. I cannot do it.
Allison goal the other day, bro. I fucking holy shit.
Oh,
I couldn't
man.
believe it.
When the Allison goal went in,
last week, bro.
Yeah, but West Brom should have scored that other goal they scored. They got disallowed for no reason.
Everything just hasn't been going our way. Nothing's been going our way this last week.
That's why we have to take responsibility.
I can
because it's still
guarantee,
in our
Johnny.
hands. It's still in
Johnny,
our
that's for
hands.
sure. I can guarantee Tuchel will not start Gilmore tomorrow.
But I can guarantee
reckon
Tuchel will start Werner tomorrow, bro.
No.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, because that's his long lost son.
Look.
Yes,
But yo, where the goals gonna come from?
No.
Where
I'm
the goals
not
gonna come
having any runners
Bro,
like.
Warner should be benched for the last.
Do you know what I want to say?
Warner should be
I'm
benched.
shocked. Yeah, that the amount out of all the hives and all the Jorginho hives, man. Like, I would really like you lot to bring that same energy to Money Mace. Do you know what I mean? Bring that same energy because. You know what I'm saying? I'm sick of this Jorginho business, bro. Honestly, the guy's a good player. Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah, he's a good player. I rate Jorginho. Yeah,
I rate Jorginho.
Bring that energy to Money Mason and to Reece James and Billy Gilmore, man, because they're the future, mate.
I rate Jorginho. No, I like Jorginho, dude. Because when Jorginho has a great game, Jorginho has a very good game. Like when he has a great game, you could see like, yo, he's playing out of his mind. But I feel like he's just tired now, and he's making mental errors sometimes.
We really miss Kovacic though. Honestly, his injury is really.
I'm putting respect on Jorginho and Kovacic. I think for me personally. I mean, whoever Tuchel calls, I think with Kovacic we miss him immensely, and obviously the Kovacic-Jorginho pivot we know how good it can be, but right now we've been disrupted from the injury of Kovacic. I think that's affected us. Kante has come into form at the right games, and that's really helped us. But I don't know, man. I can't call it.
Johnny's kryptonite in the comment section, though.
Oh, David,
I can't call it.
Mount's as invisible as Werner on Saturdays. The energy there, Johnny.
Yeah, where was Kai Havertz, David? Where was your Kai Havertz, man?
Yeah,
exactly.
Doesn't make sense.
Exactly. He's on the bench.
Do you know what it is, guys?
Not too special.
Do you know what it is, guys? No matter who your guy is, no matter who you stand,
there was all trash yesterday.
They all dropped stinkers like in the past couple of
I'm sorry. If we were going to get a goal,
my guy didn't drop a single stinker on Saturday.
He wasn't playing. He wasn't playing. But you know what? Yeah, Mount was the one that almost scored, mate. Let's have it right.
Oh yeah, he still had a stinker, bro.
We all got to eat it, innit? I'm a Cho stan, you know me, but Cho had a stinker against Arsenal.
That's my boy,
Everyone, if you're backing any player, they've all had stinkers. So
I'm scared to say anything bad about Christensen because Lewis is gonna ban me, so I'm not gonna say nothing.
Nah. I'm playing.
I don't know, man. I just want.
David, I can't lie.
I don't care who plays. Just fucking show up. Just show up.
The reason why
we have to step up.
Like I said, the reason why he's poor on Saturday is because our front three has been poor also. So
nah, bro. Here's the reason why our front three is poor, bro.
Yo, let's bring back.
He's gonna say, bring Tammy. You know, Baba is Tammy's agent, right?
Look.
I'm not gonna mention the part.
One second now. I'm not gonna say bring Tammy. I'm not gonna say bring Tammy. But I think his girlfriend had a point though. Why is this?
Tammy should have played. I'll be honest. Tammy should have played against Arsenal. He should have come on against Arsenal.
Oh, Johnny.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it, man. I'm gonna drop it. He should have played against Arsenal, and I'll tell you what, he would have had momentum to go into the FA Cup final and come on, right? Instead of Giroud. Giroud's not played for like 12 games. He's done nothing since Atletico bicycle kick, bruv. Let's have it right. Yeah,
exactly.
So Tammy offers you speed. He offers you pressing. He offers you movement. I know he's not the greatest header of the ball. He sometimes can be off in his positions, but he would have made a bigger difference to Giroud in both games, and that's a fact.
I'm gonna say something.
I can only say that because of how poor he was.
I'm gonna say one thing. I'm gonna say one thing, man. Look, if you start Kepa as your cup goal.
Oh, he was just in the middle of a good point.
Oh, he went out.
Guys, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. We better win tomorrow, man.
Yeah, bless, bro. Thanks for jumping on, man.
In a bit.
I'll say this about Tammy and Arsenal. He scored in the last 2 out of 3 games against them. So he played well against them.
No, but I don't think.
And do you know what, Daniel? To back that, Tammy scores against all the lesser teams, and that's where we've struggled.
Yeah, but Johnny, I think Tammy's girl didn't need to say what she said, man. That was no need. There's no need for that, man.
I don't care. Listen, look, she's only backing her man. Do you know what I mean? Fair play to
that's
her.
just for stunting, man. You don't need to come out.
But look, at the end of the day,
What does that
it's not
do?
going to
What does
affect
that do?
anything.
You don't have to.
Big up the guy. Another amazing delivery from Don Andreas. Love to see it.
Oh my god, where'd you get that though?
Literally, just I think it's a post match from the FA Cup final.
Oh,
Havertz is most key player for the attack right now. Yeah, Havertz to me has to start tomorrow. I want Havertz, Pulisic, Mount.
I'm not sure about Havertz too, bro. Like, after the
Havertz is not. Wait, hold on. I disagree with this. Havertz is probably one of the most unclinical players we have. He's not clinical whatsoever. He is not
He is
clinical.
clinical. He just doesn't put enough power behind his shot.
But then that means he's not. He doesn't finish.
No, he hits the target. It's just I want more power behind the shot. It's better than fucking Werner, who's gonna miss half of them.
Bro, he ain't clinical, man.
I mean,
Remember,
Werner fucking scuffs the shots.
If you compare anybody to number 11, they're gonna look better. But personally, I've seen, especially in that Arsenal game, that he's not clinical whatsoever. A clinical striker doesn't miss.
Kind of pissed me off. But here's the thing:
As many chances as he has. Even when he scored those 2 goals,
I'm looking at every game he's played in the middle, and that's by far and away the worst game he's had in the middle. That's the thing. It's such a big drop from what I've usually seen from Havertz that I can't really take it as gospel. If he played more consistently,
exactly. It's
consistency,
consistency,
like,
Lewis.
shit. But he doesn't play consistently like that, so I can still get a run in the middle.
The only one who's played consistency is Werner.
If it's him over Werner, it's always him. To me personally, because number one, he's 21, so I don't expect him to be clinical right now. Werner is different. He scored 35 goals last season. I expect that, but he's not clinical. Not yet.
Havertz isn't clinical yet, bro.
He needs 4 or 5 chances to get a couple goals.
And what striker in the world has a one shot kill? It's very, very rare you have that. It's very rare. Like in this age of football right now, it's very hard to find a clinical top striker. The only ones I've told you, the only ones are Harry Kane, Haaland potentially, really, Lewandowski, and there's one more I'm missing. There's one more striker, and I can't think.
Ronaldo.
He's not really a striker.
Benzema.
For example,
Benzema is clinical. Yeah,
he's clinical, but he's not.
Yeah, but he's not. I'm talking about like
Benzema is clinical, definitely.
Jermaine Defoe.
Marcus Alonso.
He'd never leave. Out of the 3 players I've mentioned,
everyone says
they all potentially could leave.
Kazuma.
Joint top goal
Let's just say this: there's nobody on the team that you put money on right now that if you have a 1-on-1, it's a guaranteed goal. I would even say in the past, even a Pedro. Even if Pedro was like a guaranteed goal, if you have
Captain America,
Mount
Captain America,
was excellent.
Captain America.
Now we have none of them can do that.
Mount and Pulisic would score.
Andrei Shevchenko.
Captain America would score.
Bring my boy, man.
No, even Pulisic isn't clinical.
Free or die for real.
At all.
Adore, yeah, he needs to start.
Free or die, bro.
No. Giroud is clinical.
Free or die, man. Free or die, bro. On a serious note, free or die.
Lewis starting tomorrow.
No, David.
When we were 1-0 down, bro. When he brought all the attackers on, we looked dangerous in it. Like not dangerous, but we looked like we was gonna do something in it. You know what I'm saying? So
why is Cho only getting 10 minutes a game?
Yeah, that's the thing, innit?
I would start.
Like, what's going on with Cho, man? Like, free Cho, bro.
Free Cho.
Lewis, who are you starting tomorrow?
I'm starting every attacker, bruv. I'm going. Hey, look, listen to my formation. It's gonna sound wild. It's just gonna sound wild.
What you say? I've got to jump off, lads.
Up front, bro.
Jump off.
Big up.
Big up. I'll listen, innit?
I got to jump off in 10 too, so we'll go for formations and score predictions and jump out.
All right.
Big up. See you later, lads.
Start Giroud.
Start
Giroud. No, let them go. Let them go.
Me, fucking. I'll go, bruv. I'll go a dirty wing back. Then I'll play Reece James, right centre back, Rudiger, Thiago Silva, left wing back, Chilwell. If Kovacic is fit, play Kovacic and Kante, Pulisic, Timo Werner, and Havertz. That's what I'll do.
All right, I'm going.
Start Giroud.
I'm going Mendy, Hudson-Odoi,
Yeah.
Chilwell, Thiago, Rudiger, and AC. If AC is fit.
Oh yeah, AC.
Yeah. I can't lie, look,
then-
I need AC fit as well. Like I would start him.
AC is fit. Him and Kovacic are fit.
Then I'm gonna go
good
Kante
then.
and Shoji. Kante and Shoji in the middle.
Start Giroud.
Bro,
Up front
chill.
we'll go.
This is
we'll
team,
go,
man. How
Yeah,
Are we
We'll go
expecting
Pulisic.
Right.
a full
Okay.
Leicester
Since
squad?
We'll go-
Johnny's not here, yeah. Since Johnny's not here, I'll drop out
Minerals.
Mount straight away. I'll go
Mount is
Havertz,
out.
Werner, and Pulisic though. Up front. That's
If you
it.
say that, he'll come back.
Nah,
Jorginho
I'm
and
not going
Kovacic
Werner.
as a pivot, and then you can have Reece James or whoever. Like I would prefer Hudson-Odoi as a right wing back, and then you can have Chilwell though. Since Johnny's not here,
Mount straight away.
bro.
Yo, we gotta
Johnny's
go like
not
You
here,
have to
so
play
yeah.
drink water.
Yo, we gotta go Chilwell. We gotta go Rudiger, Thiago Silva, Christensen, because that's Lewis's boy, so I'll put him in there. Reece James, Conte in the middle with Kovacic.
No.
I'm going Mount,
Hudson-Odoi has to start.
Werner, and Havertz up top. That's my lineup. With
That's his
Mendy in the
lineup.
back.
I'm gonna go
Pulisic,
Odoi.
Yeah, no,
Pulisic,
fair.
Andrew.
Odoi went back. Odoi went back. Reece James,
Drink water, drink water.
bro. Be serious, man.
Nah, he's trolling, man. He's trolling.
I just don't see him not
Keep
starting Cesar because he's always
I think
starting
that
Cesar
Chelsea has
to
to go
Quetta,
this
but
control.
in my opinion, he should.
I can't lie. Yeah, I would prefer if we go like at the right wing back. I would prefer like we give it a Hudson-Odoi minutes in that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no, I'm saying
Exactly.
Cho has to play right wing
Cho
back.
has to play,
Cho
man.
has to
Because
play
Cho has
regardless.
to play.
The right wing
We
back.
have to
Wait, hold
go.
on.
We
I
have
will
to.
play
We have to
Cho
go all
wing
at
back.
attack,
We've
man.
been figured
Reece
out.
James center
We've
back,
been
bro.
figured out. If we get if we concede first, we're gonna lose.
Exactly.
So play Cho, start
Bro, would you give
aggressive, get
Aspie a
that
minute?
first goal.
I would rest him though.
Exactly.
Would you
Cho
give
has to play,
Aspie a
man.
minute?
Nah,
Nah,
Aspie shouldn't be
Aspie-
starting, man. He's
No,
I don't know,
I
man.
would give him Aspie a rest though. Give him
If AC
Yeah,
isn't fit enough, then yeah, Aspie
my
should start. But if
11 is,
AC is
of
fit,
course,
then no.
I think
Aspie
there's
should have
better.
a rest.
my
In my
starting 11
opinion,
is
there's
for
better
Mendy.
options than Cesar in the back and right wing back. I think James is better than him. So
no, I'll put
Okay.
Odoi wing back.
Better
Bro.
than Cho. No,
Odoi
Cho
wing
has
back.
to play wing
Reece
back.
James right center back.
Cho has to play wing back.
James, he looked all right there.
No,
Yeah,
no,
he
no.
looked
I
good.
didn't mind him there.
No,
Honestly,
Apart from that pass, like
AC.
he had a good game. He had a
Yo,
good game.
he
Nah.
can body almost anybody right now. Honestly,
Hey,
AC
hey,
has to
hey,
play.
people! Wait,
Put
wait,
a
wait,
shoulder
wait,
with
wait.
him. He got
Wait,
body.
people! Wait! Let Lewis land, man. Let us land about his line.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Lewis.
Oh, shit, I wasn't even saying anything, but lineup: Mendy, Christensen, Silva, Rudiger, James, Chilwell.
Yo,
Fucking hell, this weird Don.
Yeah,
Get
no,
out
kick
of
it,
here,
bro.
man.
Yeah.
Fucking God. Chilwell, James, Jorginho, Kante, Pulisic, Havertz, Mason Mount. That's my starting 11. That's what I think is the best one for us because we're going to deal with a low block all game, ain't we?
Yeah.
No,
I think I'll go with the same lineup as you, Lewis, except Aspie has to start over Christensen for me. You don't go into the most important game of the season without your captain play.
But yo, are we expecting?
Aspie has
Nah,
has to
man.
rest, bro. No.
Rudiger
Hey, I'm
is
gonna
out.
be real. We got to end this in a few minutes, so I'm just gonna ask everyone score predictions. Innit? Santana, we'll start with you.
2-1 Chelsea, man. 2-1 Chelsea.
Andrew, what about you? What are you saying?
2-0 Chelsea. Come on.
Jordinia?
2-0 Chelsea.
Daniel, what about you, man?
3-1 Chelsea.
And what about you, my G?
my heart 3-0. My heart. I'm going with my heart.
Oh,
3-0.
fucking wish, man. Fata, what about you?
I'll go 1-0. I'll go 1-0 for sure.
I'm
AC
going
for the score.
1-0 Chelsea, but I don't have a lot of faith, so I could easily see 0-0 and us getting fucked. I want to try
My
to
heart is
be
gonna be
positive.
pounding hard.
Big up everyone who's locked in. I gotta jump off to another
Thanks,
stream. Oh,
Lewis.
we got another guy.
No,
Yo, sorry, because you jumped in late. But what's your score prediction, bro? Big up everyone who's locked in. I gotta jump off to another stream. Oh, we got another guy. Yo, sorry, because you jumped in late. But what's your score prediction, bro?
What the
We're
fuck?
recording of you.
What's going on, fam?
Right, fuck it, we're jumping off. Big up everyone who's locked in.
Thanks,
Smash
Lewis.
the like and subscribe button. We'll be back tomorrow for a live review. Might do a lineup announcement video. Probably will do. But there'll be streams tomorrow, so stay locked in
Lewis, get
tomorrow.
me in
Big up
tomorrow.
everyone. Smash the like and subscribe and fucking hell, let's win tomorrow, please. Because otherwise we are in the mud differently.
Up the Chelsea.
Bless, safe, up the Chelsea, all of that.